The following is a presentation of sports on Sunny 99.7, the home of St. Edmond Gales Athletics.
Hi, this is St. Edmond girls basketball coach CJ Tracy, and you're listening to your home for Gales girls basketball, Sunny 99.7.
St. Edmond Gales basketball is on the air. Gales basketball is brought to you in part by Peking Garden, Party Productions, Flooring America Design Center, Michael Boer American Family Insurance, Loffersweiler, Appliance Plus Furniture and Mattress, Stone Creek Landscape and Nursery, and Danielle Lynch at Farm Bureau Financial Services. And now, here's Lance Lennon.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the St. Edmond Gale basketball pregame show here on Sunny 99.7. My name's Lance Lennon. Brock Freeman's back in the studio working the board. Right next to me, as always, his brother-in-law, Rob, keeping the stats. This evening's St. Edmond Gale basketball pregame show is brought to you by Central Iowa Distributing. The Gales are looking to build on some massive momentum tonight after a victory this past Friday. On January 30th, the Gales played host to the Bulldogs of Hampton-Dumont Cal and came away with a hard-fought 48-26 victory. It was a night defined by interior dominance as freshman Eden Horn was absolutely unstoppable. Horn put up a game-high 23 points on 10 of 16 shooting, and she even stepped up to bury a triple. But she did more than just score. She anchored the defense with 13 rebounds and 5 huge blocks, truly making the paint a no-fly zone for the Bulldogs. Supporting that interior effort, Chloe Palmer notched a gritty double-double of her own, finishing with 10 points and 11 rebounds while dishing out 5 assists. We also saw some great energy off the bench from sophomore Livia Andrew, who hauled in 7 boards, and 5 of those coming on the offensive end to keep possessions alive. Defensively, the Gales held the Bulldogs to a tough shooting night, limiting Mackenzie Valley and Madison Helskov to a combined 9 of 37 from the floor. The Gales have shown they can play with anyone when they limit the giveaways and win the battle on the boards. Joining us now is Coach CJ Tracy. Coach, thanks for joining and taking time to talk to us tonight.
Yes, thank you, Lance, for having me again.
Always a pleasure. So, Coach, Eden was a force of nature against Hampton-Dumont with 23 points, 13 boards, and 5 blocks. With Humboldt bringing a tradition of tough physical play tonight, how do you expect them to adjust to Eden, and how will that open up looks for your shooters like Abby Huss?
You know, last time we played Humboldt, they would double, triple team Eden inside, and we were able to, knock down those outside shots. So we need to be able to do that tonight. I think if I remember correctly at Humboldt, I think Chloe was 7 of 8 from the three-point line. We just need to be consistent in our approach on the offensive end, not try and force it in if they're going to double and triple down on Eden. So, and just take care of the basketball. We do those things, we're going to be in good shape tonight.
You bet. All right. Well, Chloe Palmer did a bit of everything on Friday, securing a double-double from the guard position with 11 rebounds. Against a Wildcat team tonight, how vital is that rebounding from your backcourt to ensure that you aren't giving up second-chance points?
It's got to be huge. I mean, we have to win the rebounding battle. We need to make sure that we secure possessions for us and limit their possessions as much as possible. Humboldt's going to be physical. They're going to be aggressive. They crash the boards hard. If we get rebounds, we've got to be strong with it because they're going to be poking, grabbing, whatever they can to try and knock that ball away. So we just have to make sure that, number one, we get the rebound, and then number two, when we do get it, we've got to be strong and make sure that we have it secured so we don't lose it.
All righty. Well, folks, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll talk some more to Coach Tracy about this evening's contest against the Humboldt Wildcats. This evening's St. Edmond Gale basketball pregame show here on Sunny 99.7 is brought to you by Central Iowa Distributing.
St. Edmond Gales basketball is on the air. Gales basketball is brought to you in part by CJ Bio of America, Plum Supply Kitchens and Bath, Fort Dodge Fiber, Jaden Electric, Riley Armstrong Plumbing and Heating, along with Sports Page Bar and Grill. Once again, here's Lance Lennon.
Welcome back, everybody, to the St. Edmond Gale basketball pregame show here on Sunny 99.7, where this evening the St. Edmond Gales are at home hosting their conference rivals, the Humboldt Wildcats. This evening's St. Edmond Gale basketball pregame show is brought to you by Central Iowa Distributing. Tonight, the Gales face a Humboldt squad that features one of the premier scorers in the North Central Conference, senior Ava Fisher. Fisher is a threat from anywhere on the floor, averaging 18.7 points and hauling in over 7 rebounds a game. She's a dead eye from the charity stripe at nearly 75% and provides the veteran leadership for a Wildcat team that includes emerging young talent like freshman Kaylee Vinson. Humboldt plays a disciplined game. Vincent and Jada Vanderwall both maintain a positive assist-to-turnover ratio, meaning the Gales will have to be extra sharp with their defensive rotations to disrupt that Wildcat rhythm. For St. Edmond Gales, the offensive clicking at just the right time. Freshman Eden Horn has seen her scoring average climb to 13.5 points per game, and she's doing it with incredible efficiency, shooting nearly 53% from the floor. And yes, after last week, she is technically a 100% shooter from beyond the arc. But her true impact remains her relentless work on the glass, averaging nearly 14 rebounds a night. Chloe Palmer continues to be the engine of this team, providing 12.8 points and nearly 5 assists per game, while Abby Huss and Sophia Schlins provide those essential additional scoring options from the perimeter. Defensively, Anna Lerson is hitting her stride and keeps the offense honest as she is able to easily steal the ball. The key tonight will be the battle of the backcourts. Chloe Palmer is playing very good basketball with a 2.6 assist-to-turnover ratio. And with Anna Lerson and Sophia Schlins both averaging over 1.2, the Gales do a fantastic job of valuing the basketball. If the Gales can contain Ava Fisher and force the Wildcats' supporting cast to beat them, it should be a great night for the home crowd. Back with us now is Coach Tracy. Welcome back, Coach.
Hey, thanks again.
So Ava Fisher for Humboldt is averaging nearly 19 points a game. She's a high-volume threat. With active perimeter defenders like Anna Lerson and Sophia Schlins, do you plan to shadow her all night, or are you going to rely on your zone to collapse when she drives into Eden Horn territory?
We're going to keep doing what we're doing. When Ava has the ball, when anybody has the ball, our goal is to put pressure on them and make them feel uncomfortable. And so that's what we're going to do no matter what. Whoever has the ball, probably going to toy with the same idea we did last time we played them. And, when Humboldt sets ball screens for Ava, we look to double her coming off that ball screen and try and get it out of her hands because, she is a returning first-team all-conference player. She's averaging close to 20 a game. She can shoot from anywhere on the floor. So if we can limit her opportunities and force someone else to make shots, that's gonna be good for us and be a positive on our end.
Well, they also have young players like Kaylee Vinson, and they've shown they can take care of the ball and facilitate the offense too. With the way your team has been forcing turnovers lately, do you plan to turn up the heat on the Wildcat guards to see if they can handle the pressure, and especially in that loud Gale gymnasium?
That's our ultimate goal. The past couple weeks, we've had many games where we have less than 10, we have single-digit turnovers, and we're forcing quite a bit. And so the more opportunities we can give ourselves, and the fewer we can give them, obviously bodes well statistically for us. So we're going to, keep the pressure on, be aggressive like we always are, see what's being called, what's not being called, and then we make our adjustments as the game flows.
All righty, Coach. Well, we wish you the best of luck. We'll have your Daniel Tyer post-game show interview at halftime of the boys' game.
Sounds good. Thank you, Lance.
All right, that was St. Edmond girls basketball coach CJ Tracy with me on the St. Edmond Gale basketball pregame show here on Sunny 99.7. When we come back, starting lineups and the opening tip-off. This evening's St. Edmond Gale basketball pregame show is brought to you by Central Iowa Distributing.
St. Edmond Gales basketball is on the air. Gales basketball is brought to you in part by Community Tap and Pizza, Surf Pro of Fort Dodge, Trailhead CPA PC, Micah Cement Furniture, Dan Flattery State Farm Insurance, Fort Frenzy Godfather's Pizza, and Chemna Auto of Fort Dodge. Once again, here's Lance Lennon.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Gale Basketball, coming once again from Gale Gymnasium as the Gales take on the Wildcats from Humboldt tonight's doubleheader. I want to thank tonight's pregame show that was brought to you by Central Iowa Distributing. Businesses, get your custodial supplies and equipment, including cleaning chemicals, paper products, vacuums, and floor scrubbers from Central Iowa Distributing, serving Fort Dodge for over 40 years. If you're listening to the game today on streaming online, that's brought to you by Mitch Lund, State Farm Insurance in Fort Dodge. Contact Mitch at 515-576-4171 today for life, home, business, and auto insurance. Mitch can also help you regarding mutual funds, investments, and annuities. Get a free quote. Also check out the website, golund.com. That's golund with 2 N's.com today. This evening's game can be found at yourfortdodge.com, Alexa, TuneIn app, and iHeartRadio. We also want to thank for those of you out there in the YouTube's land. We are live video streaming, so you can always check us out there at some point in time. Jed may even turn the camera on me, and you can see this beautiful mug. Like I tell you, I got a face for radio and a voice for print, and you guys will find out why. All right. So video stream is presented by Trailhead CPAs and Advisors in Fort Dodge. Video can be seen on our YouTube channel, Sunny Facebook page, and you can also find the link on our website, yourfortdodge.com. It's all made possible by Trailhead CPAs and Advisors. The video stream scoreboard is brought to you by Kesterson Realty. When you need to buy or sell a home, business, or acreage, Kesterson Realty should be your first and last call. The professionals at Kesterson Realty ensure that every deal is easy, taking the stress out of buying and selling real estate. Again, our video player spotlight here before the game for the girls is brought to you by Jessica Miracle at Farm Bureau Financial Services. They remind you that students you see tonight are more than what you see on the court. Today's player spotlight is Olivia Andrew. Liv's favorite teacher is Mrs. Cosgrove. That comes up a lot. I don't know if you've noticed that, folks, but her name comes up a lot, and I think that must say something about her teaching. Her favorite food is chili. Her favorite TV show is Outer Banks, and her favorite music is country. We also always ask them, and though it never makes the script here, I ask them, who's your favorite radio announcer for the Gales? And they say Lance Lennon, and I just am humbled every time. Thank you, Jessica Miracle, Fort Dodge financial agent in Fort Dodge, for bringing us this player spotlight. I want to thank a couple of our sponsors also because, again, broadcasts aren't cheap and aren't free, and these sponsors help to make it happen. Peking Garden of Fort Dodge offers a Chinese food buffet like no other. They have so many options like spicy chicken, lo mein, crab rangoon, chicken on a stick, and so much more. Peking Garden is open from 11 a.m. to 8:30 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday at 2510 Fifth Avenue South in Fort Dodge. Also, check them out on Facebook. So if you wanted to watch or go over there tonight, sorry, they are closed on Monday, but think about it for tomorrow. That is a good buffet. You can also get takeout. Thank you to Party Productions. Everything you need to customize your event, Party Productions is your premier destination of choice. From huge event tents to theatrical rentals to balloons to an almost complete line of Melissa and Doug toys and everything in between. There isn't much you can't find under our roof. Tonight here at Gale Gymnasium, it is Coaches versus Cancer night. And so a lot of stuff going on. You can get, I think they have hot chocolate available. They have booths set up from some of the hospitals, some of the care centers. Kind of a nice thing that the teams do and raise money to fight cancer, because as I always have said and always will say, cancer stinks, but I don't always say stinks. All righty, so let's go back to studio, folks. We got plenty of time here tonight as the JV game went on. Oh, before we go back, I'll tell you that. JV scores. So, yeah, the girls won tonight, 45-41 in a humdinger. I mean, that was back and forth, very close at the end. They pulled it out and won, 45-41. The JV boys won 57-45. So both JV teams win tonight against Humboldt. With that, we'll go ahead and go back to studio. This is Lance Lennon with Gale Basketball here on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community, where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Jessica Miracle, in Fort Dodge today.
From the heartbeat of local radio to cutting-edge digital campaigns, Connoisseur Media connects communities like no one else. Since 2004, we've been amplifying local voices, creating unforgettable moments, and helping brands truly shine. Whether it's radio advertising, digital marketing, or video content, we build connections that matter. Ready to engage your audience? Visit connoisseurmedia.com today or call us at 955-5656.
Big news! Fort & Schlegel CPA is now Trailhead CPAs and Advisors. While our name has changed, our commitment to being your trusted advisor remains the same. We're still focused on you and your business, not just handling accounting tasks, but guiding your financial journey with expert advice and real-time solutions. Visit us at facebook.com/MWAG Advisors.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, the Gale girls are going to be taking on the Humboldt Wildcat women. The Gales coming into the contest tonight 12-4. The Humboldt Wildcats coming in 7-9. I'm just going through right now, kind of figuring out, stuff that's going on for the St. Edmond girls here. So Wednesday is going to actually be tournament selection time. They're going to start putting in the seedings and the rankings and who's going to play where. And as we look through, and kind of go over the St. Edmond schedule. At 12-4, looking at who they are actually have they lost to and kind of those rankings, kind of amazing. I think if they win tonight, it's going to put them in a really good spot. So their first loss of the season was Bishop Garrigan. Bishop Garrigan is currently 12-1, 9-0 in their conference. And then they have 2 losses to Algona. Algona is 10-1, 10-2, 6-2 in the conference. And then Clear Lake is coming into tonight's game as 11-1, 9-1 in the conference. So ranking-wise, those are all decent teams that St. Ed's has losses to. And so it's going to be interesting to see. With a win tonight, I think they're sitting really well. And you also got to remember that Algona and Clear Lake both are higher class teams. They're 3A teams. So losing to a 3A team, not as bad as one would think because they got a lot more options, especially when you're a 1A team playing against them. We've got about 3 minutes left before they go through lineups. I told you we got a little bit of a late start here as the JV game went a little long. A lot of fouls, a lot of strategy on the end there by Humboldt as they were trying to do the catch back up by making the other team shoot free throws. Luckily, the JV girls were making their free throws, and they did win by 4 points, 45-41. I think it got down to, actually, it was tied at one point at about, I want to say about 38. The two teams were tied. And then the Gales pulled ahead in the last minutes of the game to win and get to see the future of the Gale basketball for the girls. We are going to have starting lineups. Tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by Kingsgate Insurance. They design insurance and solutions specifically for you. Working with you, they will identify solutions that protect you against risk, suit your budget, and give you peace of mind. That's how you can expect to be treated when you work with Kingsgate Insurance, downtown Fort Dodge. So tonight's lineups, and we do have a pretty important announcement in terms of lineups tonight. We'll start with the Humboldt Wildcats. Humboldt Wildcats, like we said, are coming in tonight 7-9. Starting for the Wildcats will be number 5, a senior guard at 5'6". That's Peyton Ellman. Number 13, Katie Sievers. She's a senior guard at 5'6". A freshman guard, 5'6". Kaylee Vincent will be wearing 21. Wearing number 33, a senior forward at 5'8", is Abby Armitage. And wearing number 41, Jada Vanderwall, a junior forward at 5'7". You may have realized whose name was not said during announcing the lineups there because she is injured and will not be playing tonight, and that is Humboldt's leading scorer and kind of their key player, Ava Fisher. Ava Fisher, last time St. Ed's played against Ava, she got to the 1,000 career point mark in her career at Humboldt. She is not going to be here. She averages, I believe it's about 16, 19 points a game, and that is now gone for the Wildcats. We'll have to see if somebody steps up or if it becomes less of the matchup that we were looking for, and hopefully that falls into the favor of the Gales. Let's now talk about our Gale lineup. We have our usual suspects starting for the Gales. I'll back that up. I apologize, folks. How about who coaches the Wildcats? The coaches for the Wildcats, they're coached by Rod Mooney, assisted by Spencer Ross and Jason Hoig. I talked to Jason before the game. Jason is a fellow colleague. We used to work together over at Eagle Grove. He moved on to Humboldt, but he was the one that broke it to me that Ava would not be starting tonight, and I did see a small tear in the corner of his eye. All righty, so for the Gales, here we go. Number 2, a junior guard at 5'4", Sophia Schlins. Wearing number 4, Anna Lerson, a co-captain senior guard at 5'7". Coming in at 5'6", the junior guard, another co-captain wearing number 22, Chloe Palmer. At 6'2", a freshman forward wearing number 32, Eden Horn. And the final co-captain wearing number 42, Abby Huss, a junior forward at 5'7". The Gales are coached by C.J. Tracy, and Sean Neverman is the assistant, and they come in tonight at 12-4 into tonight's contest, looking to move to 13-4 and boost that resume, that vitae, that CV, if you will, as they start looking at who's going to be playing where and who's going to get home games, hoping to get some home games here in tournament time for the Gales. What a season they are having. So they're going to do lineups. We're going to come back here after a bit, and we'll have the opening tip-off, and that's going to be brought to you by North Central Occupational Medicine and Walk-In Clinic. Get immediate help regarding illness, physicals, workers' comp, injuries and drug screens, cosmetic Botox injections, and weight loss management. They are the Walk-In Clinic north of Fort Dodge, north of the Fort Dodge Fire Station. Got a couple extra time here, so let's have a couple more sponsors that we are thankful for in our broadcast. We want to say thank you to Appliance Plus Furniture and Mattress. They have 2 locations in Webster City and Algona, where the plus is so much more. I want to say thank you to Loftusweiler, offering professional guidance with personalized and specialized attention before, during, and after the loss of a loved one. Their reputation for honesty and integrity is very well known, and it's their most valuable asset. Stone Creek Landscape and Nursery. They are located at 3525 5th Avenue South in Fort Dodge, growing beauty and building trust for 20 years. And finally, here before we go to break, we're going to thank Flooring America Design Center, your source for top quality flooring, cabinets, and countertops in Fort Dodge, Iowa. Experience their wide range of options from carpet and hardwood to tile and vinyl. Their experienced team provides expert installation and a satisfaction guarantee. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to go ahead and go back to studio for some commercials. Like I said, when we come back, we'll have that opening tip-off, and we'll get ready to play some Gale basketball. This is Lance Lennon here on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
Athletic training staff is led by certified athletic trainer Kayla Bacher. Before we begin tonight's contest, let us take a moment for our prayer.
Big news! Fort & Schlegel CPA is now Trailhead CPAs and Advisors. While our name has changed, our commitment to being your trusted advisor remains the same. We're still focused on you and your business, not just handling accounting tasks, but guiding your financial journey with expert advice and real-time solutions. Visit us at facebook.com/MWAG Advisors.
From the heartbeat of local radio to cutting-edge digital campaigns, Connoisseur Media connects communities like no one else. Since 2004, we've been amplifying local voices, creating unforgettable moments, and helping brands truly shine. Whether it's radio advertising, digital marketing, or video content, we build connections that matter. Ready to engage your audience? Visit connoisseurmedia.com today or call us at 955-5656.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community, where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau Agent Jessica Miracle in Fort Dodge today.
41, Jacob and for the Gales, the junior word number 42.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Gale Gymnasium. We just got done with the anthem being played by the band here at St. Ed's. Nice to hear them. They have not been here yet this year, so good to have that back. I think they're restructuring, and that's one of the things that happens from time to time. But you're going to have the tip-off tonight. Remember, tonight's tip-off is brought to you by North Central Occupational Medicine and Walk-In Clinic. And, of course, Eden Horn is going to be in the center, and she's going to be going against, looks like Kate Sievers is who she's going to be jumping against on this one. Quite the height mismatch down there. We'll see what happens with the jump ball. And the jump ball does go to Chloe Palmer. Yep, the Gales get it, and she took it instantly down into the left-hand corner. Back up top to Huss, back to Palmer. Palmer throws up the first three of the game. Misses. Lurson gets the rebound. She goes in for the shot. She is fouled. It went a little bit long and out of bounds, but she's going to get the foul. So she's going to go to the line shooting two. That foul is going to be on Jada Vanderwall. That is her first foul, the first team foul, the first foul of the game. Lurson shooting 50% from the free throw line. Misses the first one off the back of the rim. Did hear from somebody that Anna was icing her hip before the game tonight. And I say, well, that could be she's hurt and not injured. Second shot misses, rebounded by Armitage for the Wildcats, and here come the Wildcats. Sievers brings the ball up across half court, guarded by Lurson. Nice pick set there by Armitage, but Lurson picked right back up. Down in the corner now to Armitage. Armitage tries to go baseline. Horn sets it up right in there. Nice pick. Armitage tried to go around her, but walked right out of bounds. So turnover by the Gales. 7:30 left in the first quarter as the Gales bring the ball in. Modified full court press. Are going to actually have three-quarter court. Quickly beat as Lurson got the ball. Passed right to her. She gets it to Schlinn. Schlinn's over right-hand side to Palmer. Palmer works it into the free throw line. Over to Huss. Huss back up top. To Lurson back to Palmer. A lot of ball movement tonight by the Gales. Goes over to Huss on the right-hand side. She gets it inside to Lurson. Lurson gets it back out to Palmer, over to Schlinn. Schlinn throws up a three. It's a little long ball. Is rebounded by the Peyton Elman for the Wildcats. And here come the Wildcats looking to set things up. Still 0-0, 7 minutes left. Dribble into the lane, attempt there by Vincent. It's going to be a kick on that one by Lurson as they try to pass. She got her foot on it. So we got 25 seconds on the shot clock. Humboldt's going to take it out underneath their own basket. 6:54. I think the Gales are anticipating, without having Fisher in here, that it might be a little easier than they think, and I don't want them to take anything for granted. Long pass as it goes in the background, goes out of bounds on the inbound pass. Good defensive stand there for the Gales. So the Gales are going to get the ball back down underneath the Humboldt basket. 6:54, Gales and Humboldt tied at 0. Three-quarter court press. Here comes Palmer. She brings the ball across the timeline, gets it over to Huss. Huss is down. She comes right down the lane, left-hand side, goes for the shot. She's going to get fouled. That ball went out of bounds, but Armitage is going to get called for the foul. That's going to be the second foul on Humboldt, and it's going to be her first foul. So Armitage and Vanderwall both have fouls tonight, one each. Huss throws up her first shot, and it is in. Huss, she's a 53.8% free throw shooter. Gets the first one to fall as Gales take the initial lead, 1-0, 6:44 remaining. Second shot is up off the front of the rim. Horn gets the rebound, and she's outside. Got to go outside a little bit. Now it's back up top to Huss. Huss, long three on the way. Off the rim, no good. Lurson fighting for the rebound on that one. I think they're going to call her on that one. Her and Vanderwall were fighting for the rebound, and yep, they're going to call Lurson on the reach for that one. So Lurson's going to pick up her first foul. That is going to be the first team foul against St. Ed's. Humboldt gets the ball, 6:32 left to play in the quarter. Bringing the ball up, we currently have Vincent. Vincent picks up her dribble, almost traveled, but does get a pass off to Sievers. Sievers' hook shot, no good. Rebounded by Schlinn, who didn't guard it. Vincent came right around underneath and took the ball out of her hands. So Humboldt has the ball back. Top of the key, it goes to Seaver. Seaver puts up a long three. That one is off the board and back to Schlinn. So Schlinn gets 2 rebounds on that possession. This time she'd maintained control and got it to Palmer. Palmer brought the ball up. Left-hand side to Schlinn. They get it inside to Horn. Horn working on the paint. Turns around. Left-handed shot up and good from about 4 foot out. 5:55. Gales up 3-0. Sievers brings the ball across court and is regarded instantly by Lurson. Oh, lose the ball. Schlins and Huss were all over her. Schlins goes coast to coast after stealing the ball. She puts it up from the right-hand side. 5-0 for the Gales. They decide to switch it up, and Van de Waal is going to take point on this one. She's got the ball against Huss. Drives down the right-hand side. She loses the ball. Stripped by Schlins. Picked up by Huss. Passes it to Palmer. Fast break down there to Lurson, who gave it up unselfishly to the left-hand side to Horn, and Eden puts it in on the layup. That is 7-0. Gales go up. We got a timeout called here. This is going to be Gale basketball on Sunday 99.7, yourfortdodge.com. Lose the ball. Schlins and Huss were all over her. Schlins goes coast to coast after stealing the ball. She puts it up from the right-hand side. 5-0 for the Gales. Huss drives down the right-hand side. She loses the ball. Stripped by Schlins. Picked up by Huss. Passes it to Palmer. Fast break down there to Lurson, who gave it up unselfishly to the left-hand side. On that one. So, yeah, Palmer, they're going to call on the arm. That's going to be her first foul, second team foul, as the Wildcats are going to take the ball out over in front of the Gale fans. Here comes Vincent working the ball. She comes center, hands it off to Van de Waal. Van de Waal works over to the left-hand side, tries to hand it off. Ball gets bounced around to Edmond. She picks it up. Double dribble called on that one. She's frustrated, but it's a turnover again. Gales get the ball. 5:05 left here in the first quarter. As Schlind is going to inbound the ball to Palmer. Here come the Gales working the ball up across half court. They've gone to half court press. She's picked up by Sievers. Gets it over to Huss. Huss on the right-hand side, back up to the top, and then quickly into Lurson, out to Huss on the right-hand side. Back to Palmer at the top. She works it down over to Schlins. Schlins working the left-hand side. Pass gets to Lurson. It was deflected, but they still got it. Palmer, bottom right corner, three-pointer on the way. Nothing but net. Gales are up 10-0 here. Across the timeline comes Vincent for the Wildcats. She loses the ball as she basically dribbles it right into Huss's hands. Palmer coming up court, gets bumped, almost to reach there, and kick it over to Huss. Huss, they get it inside now to Horn. Horn goes for the layup. She missed, but she's going to be fouled. Palmer got smacked in the face on that one. No foul called, and she's asking the ref, did you see her smack me in the face? The ref was like, nope, wasn't looking. So Horn's going to go to the line shooting two. Eden is a 53.2% free throw shooter. Gales up 10-0, 4:20 remaining in the quarter. First shot is up. No good as it goes in and out. So Eden Horn misses the front end of the one or the two shots. I think she wasn't saying to see her hair. I think she was saying, am I bleeding? So, okay. That would make more sense. She's not a complainer. All right. Eden Horn's second shot is up, and this one is good. Gales are up 11-0. Ball goes back into the hands of Vincent. She's going to come across the timeline, picked up by Palmer. Double pick set on Palmer. She slid right through him. Vincent works to the right-hand side, picks up her dribble, gets it over Van de Waal. Van de Waal working down the left, into the lane. Passes it off to Peyton Elman. Elman goes up for the pass, or pardon me, the shot, missed it. Oh, Maggie Flaherty gets the rebound. She come down tough with that one. She gives it off to Palmer. Palmer gets the ball to Larson, back to Palmer over on the right-hand side. Back to Palmer, center court, but intercepted on that pass, and it goes into the hands of Elman. Elman brings the ball across the timeline, gets it off. We got a new player in, Anderson in for the Bulldogs. Van de Waal has it, three-pointer on the way, off the side of the rim, a little long. Huss gets the rebound, and here comes Palmer, quickly bringing the ball up, pushing the tempo a little bit. Give it to Huss. Huss is on the right-hand side, all the way over to Maggie Flaherty on the left. To Palmer. Palmer working down below. She's coming back up. Gets it into Horn, who broke behind all the defenders. She takes it up. No foul called. She was bounced around pretty good. And they're going to call a travel on Lurson on the rebound. So Lurson got the rebound, but before she passed it, she took a step there. So Horn got beat up. One of the players for Humboldt fell right into her. No foul called on that one as she was taking her shot. That was a wide open shot. Guarantee, folks, she'd have made that one, but she did get bumped from behind. All right, once again, Vincent comes across, double pick set. Palmer goes right between the two of them. They get it up to the top now. Engstrom in for the Wildcats. Another three-pointer by Vanderwall off of the back of the rim. Palmer gets the rebound. She's coming up quickly. Maggie Flaherty coming down the left-hand side. Palmer holds it up, gives it to Huss. Down the corner to Flaherty. Flaherty comes back up, gets it to Huss. Huss at the top of the key. Back to the left-hand side to Palmer. Palmer sweeps around, gets it back to Huss. Huss puts up a three-pointer from the right-hand side, off the front of the rim, no good. Horn gets the rebound. She's in the paint, puts the ball down, gets the ball out, and they're going to call a foul on that one. I think she's going to be called on the arm. It's going to be on the ground, so Gales are going to get the ball underneath. And we do get the foul. That's going to be the fourth team foul. Pardon me, I missed one. So fourth team foul now on the Wildcats. And that one was called on Engstrom, so Engstrom picks up her first foul. Long pass now as they missed the shot, rebounded by the Wildcats, and all the way down comes Vanderwall going for the shot, and she's going to be fouled by Huss. She was coming down the left-hand side, threw up a prayer, missed it, but did get Huss out of position. So Huss gets called for her first foul. And that's going to be the third team foul on the Gales. So I'm trying to find out. Elman has a foul for them. The first shot is up and good. Vanderwall, a 53% free throw shooter, hits the first free throw. And that is going to be the first point for the Wildcats. Gales lead 11-1, 2:31 left. Lurson and Horn go out. Flaherty's in. Rock is in. Liv Andrew is in. Huss and Palmer. So getting some rest time here for the Gales as they're going to, I think, run through the rotation pretty well. Second shot is up and good for Vanderwall. 11-2, Gales lead. Inbound to Palmer. She's going to set up the offense. Picked up as soon as she crosses the timeline by Vincent. She goes over to Rock on the left-hand side, corner to Maggie Flaherty. Flaherty gets it inside to Andrew. Andrew instantly is going to be fouled. They're going to call that one on Engstrom. That's going to be Engstrom's second foul. She tried to reach right over Liv, and it did not work. So Andrew's going to go to the line shooting two. Andrew shooting 44% from the free throw line. It's an opportunity to put two up tonight. She lines up the shot. And this one is up and, just off the front of the rim. A little bit short. That's all right. While she's getting ready for the second, we want to say thank you to Michael Brewer, American Family Insurance. As your American Family Insurance agent, Michael can offer you dependable auto, home, business, health, and life insurance, as well as other insurance products. See Michael Brewer at American Family Insurance on Facebook today. Thank you, Michael, for your support. Second shot for Liv is up, and it's good. Right through the bottom. 12-2. Gales now with a 10-point lead. And here come the Wildcats. Again, double screen set and totally nothing there. Nice defense by Maggie Flaherty on that one. The Gale, they got it down in the corner, Olivia Illig for the Wildcats, and she was just smothered by Maggie, who managed to block the pass she tried to get right out of bounds. 25 seconds on the shot clock. Wildcats are inbounding the ball. They get it to Vanderwall. Vanderwall quickly puts up a three-pointer off the rim. No good. Rebounded on that one. That was Abby Armitage. She goes in for the shot. Andrew puts up both hands. I thought she was straight up, but they might have had her moving into her, so they did call a foul. So Liv is going to pick up her first foul, and that is going to be the fourth team foul. And going to the line right now for the Wildcats is going to be Armitage. Armitage shooting 75%, so a very good free throw shooter. That one is up and good. It is now 12-3. Gales lead by 9, 2:05 remaining in the first quarter. Armitage lines up for her second shot. And off the rim, no good. Palmer gets the rebound. She's taking her time, comes across the timeline. She's picked up by Vincent. Ball gets into the free throw. They overpass on Andrew as she missed the pass. Vanderwall gets the interception. She's coming across the timeline, setting it up for the Wildcat. She's working it left to right, picks up her dribble. Nobody there to pass it to. Finally finds an outlet. That was Anderson. Anderson works into the lane. Little floater. No good from 8 foot. Rebounded by Schlins. I'm going to say that's Schlins' third or fourth rebound on the night already. So gives the ball to Palmer, who's working the left-hand side. Back to Schlins. Over to Maggie, left-hand side again. Down in the corner to Palmer. Palmer looking to get it into Andrew. It's not there. Back up top to Rock. Rock, bounce pass. Liv made a move on her before she got the pass completed. It was then grabbed by Armitage, who got it to Vincent, who works all the way down. She goes in for the layup. No good. Good defense by Palmer, who gave just straight up and down the whole way, kept her place. And Vincent missed the shot. Rebounded on that one. I think it was Liv. Andrew, and got it to Palmer, who's working into the lane. Gets it over to Andrew. Andrew works inside. Layup from the right-hand side. Just missed. Vincent gets the rebound and is working the ball all the way down. She gets it to Vanderwall. Vanderwall pulls it back up. She's working back to the top of the key. Centers up the offense. Drives a little bit left. Puts up a three-pointer. Off the rim. No good. It's going to be out of bounds. It's going to be off of Liv. Andrew doesn't think it would, but I saw it from up here. It was. All right, so back into the lineup now. Come all the start. No, not all the starters. Palmer's going to take a breather. Out goes Andrew. Out goes Rock. So we have Flaherty, Lurson, Schlins, Horn, and Huss in for the Gales right now. Humboldt makes the pass in. They got it to Vanderwall. Vanderwall, bottom right corner. She dribbles all the way to the top. Off her foot. Ball's on the ground. It's going to be picked up and taken control of by Anderson. She got it to Vanderwall. Vanderwall, another three-point attempt. That one hits nothing but the bottom of the net. But right there to pick it up is going to be Smith. So Charlie Smith gets in there. She got the rebound, put it up and in. 12-5, 16 seconds left. Ball gets into Horn. Horn working the baseline. She gets in, got position, and pushed Charlie Smith right over. They get it out top to Huss. 7 seconds on the game clock. Schlins, three-pointer, top of the key, off the backboard, no good. Rebound by Vanderwall. 1 second left. Ball is stripped by Lurson, and that's the end of the first quarter. Gales are up 12-5. This is Gale basketball here at Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
Big news! Fort and Schlegel CPA is now Trailhead CPAs and Advisors. While our name has changed, our commitment to being your trusted advisor remains the same. We're still focused on you and your business, not just handling accounting tasks, but guiding your financial journey with expert advice and real-time solutions. Visit us at facebook.com/MWAG Advisors.
Working the left-hand side. Pass gets to Lurson. It was deflected, but they still got it. Palmer, bottom right corner, three-pointer on the way. Nothing but net. Gales are up 10-0 here.
Big news! Fort and
That sound of the game was brought to you by Wheelchair Dynamics. With a full range of medical equipment and supplies, you'll find affordable, quality solutions for all your home health care needs. Wheelchair Dynamics is located at 1406 A Street West in Fort Dodge, right next to Tom Thumb Restaurant. Possession arrow to the Wildcats to start the quarter. Back and forth a couple of times. The Gales now have possession. No one has scored. 7:15 left in the quarter. They just got it underneath to Eden Horn. Eden goes in for the layup right underneath the basket. She doesn't make the shot because she is basically manhandled as they grabbed onto her arms. But they're going to say it was before the shot, so it's going to be out of bounds. Gales will take the ball in from underneath their own hoop, but that's going to be the second foul on Armitage, and that's going to be the first team foul for Humboldt in the quarter. Out to the corner to Schlins from the bottom left-hand side. Three-pointer, good. Gales go up 15-5. 10-point lead again. Ball gets down, playing for the Wildcats right now. Charlie Smith brings it across. Oh, passes it right into Eden's hands. Eden working her way up is going to be basically pushed all around by Charlie Smith. They finally call a foul as she's riding her like a rented mule or like something you'd ride at the Grand Canyon. And you can't be doing that, folks. You got to give the player room to get their way down. So that's going to be her first foul, the second team foul in the quarter, just at 6:55. So in 1 minute, we got 2 fouls already. Schlins has the ball, top of the key, over to Palmer, left-hand side. Palmer works it, couple around, looking to get it inside, not there. Back to Schlins. Over to Huss. Huss barely off the right-hand side. Three-pointer on the way, and good. Oh, nothing but the bottom of the net, 18-5. Gales are up. 6:30 left in the second quarter. Kate Sievers works the ball down, gives it to Smith. Smith works at the top of the key. She's going to hand the ball off to Vanderwall. Vanderwall trying to drive. She does. Down the lane against Huss. Goes for the layup. Great defense by Huss. Rebounded by Horn, who gets it to Palmer. Palmer works it quickly across the timeline. Outlet pass to Huss. She's got it. Missed it a little bit, but managed to get control. Slowed the pace down. The Gales have it to Horn. Horn working just outside the paint on the right-hand side. Top of the key to Huss. Over to Schlins. Left-hand side. Another three on the way. Off the side of the rim. Long rebound. And that's Vanderwall. She gets the ball to Seaver. And Seaver's going to bring the ball into play. Lurson's going to get called for the reach as soon as she crossed over. Hit her with the body, hit her with the arm. One of those two, I guarantee you that's what the call is going to be. So that's going to be Lurson's second foul. That's going to be the Gales' first team foul here in the quarter. 18-5, still lead by 13, 5:59. And the Wildcats are going to take it out right in front of the Gale bench. Ball's in. It's into the hands of Anderson. Anderson works down the left-hand side. Good defense by Hunter, who stripped the ball from her. She was about to get out of... Oh, she stepped out of bounds, they say. She thought she was pushed, but she stepped on the line. So then she stripped the ball. Great defense. Then turns it over. They're going to say that no possession change happened because nobody had full possession. So 30 seconds on the shot clock. Up top now, Anderson works the offense. She comes down the left-hand side. Gets it to Vincent. Vincent drives across and tries to go down the lane. Not there. Outside pass to Seaver. Seaver gives the ball off to Ellman. Ellman works down the middle where she's met by Horn and Flaherty. Good defense. Rebounded by Flaherty. Here comes Palmer. Gale basketball now as they come across the timeline. They get it over to Huss. Left-hand side in the middle to Lurson. Lurson back out to Huss. Wide open for the three. It's on the way. Back of the rim. No good. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Flaherty. It's going to be Wildcat ball underneath. We got a substitution. In comes Engstrom, and out went Armitage. So Engstrom in for the Wildcats. So we got Anderson. We have Seaver, Engstrom. We have Vincent, and it's not Vanderwall. Oh, Ellman in for the Wildcats right now. Long pass, lost control, picked up by Vincent. Vincent very nicely guarded by Palmer. Another pass. That one to Anderson, mishandled. She gets it and brings it all the way down to the baseline. Once again in the hands of Vincent. Vincent's over on the right-hand side. They're going to call a block. The block's going to be on Palmer. I think that's going to be her first foul of the game. And the Gales' second team foul. That's her second foul. She now has 2 of them. All right, so Palmer has 2 fouls. Lurson has 2. Inbounded by the Wildcats, coming down the left-hand side, and then a nice bounce pass underneath, but couldn't control it, was Engstrom. It goes out of bounds, but deflected by the Gales. So the Wildcats still have it underneath their own basket here. Inbound by Vincent. Seaver. Seaver gets the ball into Engstrom. And we're going to have a hold on that one. That's going to be Abby Huss picking up her second foul. That's going to be the third team foul. 35 seconds, reset the shot clock after the penalty. Wildcats are going to bring it in again right in front of the Gale bench here. Ball gets into Vincent. Vincent's going to work left to right to the top of the key. She tries to go into the lane, comes around the outside, passes it out, outside to Seaver. Seaver gets it back to Vincent. She goes top of the key to Ellman. Ellman gives it over to Anderson. Anderson works down the baseline. They try to get the ball inside to Engstrom. No good. Picked up by Lurson. She gives the ball to Palmer. Palmer comes down, gets the ball to Huss. Huss goes for a 6-foot floater. Oh, pardon me, about an 8-foot floater. She was driving right into the lane. It missed, rebounded by the Wildcats, passed down underneath real quick to Angstrom, back out top to Anderson. Anderson drives into the lane, goes for the shot. She's going to be fouled by Huss. No basket, so it's going to be underneath. There are going to be 2 shots, pardon me, not underneath. And that's going to be Huss's 3rd foul. Just like that, she gets into foul trouble on a quick turnover there, or quick transition by the Wildcats. So going to the line, shooting 2 is Anderson. Anderson's a 25% free throw shooter. As she lines up her first shot, it's up and no good, bounces in and out. I want to say thank you to Daniel Lynch at Farm Bureau Financial Services. They don't say 2 birds with 1 stone. They say 2 damages, 1 deductible. With Farm Bureau, if your home and auto are both damaged in one storm, you only pay 1 deductible. Talk to Danielle Lynch in Fort Dodge about the 1 deductible advantage. Give her a call. Second shot is up and no good. Rebounded by Horn. Actually, she had the rebound. They climbed up her back. Passed out to the Wildcats. Wildcats get control and maintain control. Shot taken, long 3 by Vincent. No good. Rebound is loose. Schlins finally gets a hold of it, and a timeout is called by the Gales. So give Danielle Lynch a call at 515-955-1050 today. That's a timeout for the Gales. We're going to go to commercial. This is Gale Basketball on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
From the heartbeat of local radio to cutting-edge digital campaigns, Connoisseur Media connects communities like no one else. Since 2004, we've been amplifying local voices, creating unforgettable moments, and helping brands truly shine. Whether it's radio advertising, digital marketing, or video content, we build connections that matter. Ready to engage your audience? Visit connoisseurmedia.com today or call us at 955-5656.
All right, welcome back to Gale Basketball. In the interim there, Chloe Palmer got fouled going in for a shot, so she's going to be shooting 2. The foul was called on Seaver, her first foul. First shot is up and good for Chloe Palmer, 19-5. Gales lead by 14, 3:47 remaining here in the second quarter. Palmer lines up the second shot. It's in and out. Ball is rebounded by Anderson, or Angstrom, and here come the Wildcats. They got the ball to Anderson. She works it all the way down. Into the corner now to Vincent. Vincent works into the inside. Not there. Seaver outside left-hand side. She tries to drive into the lane. Layup on the way. We got players down on the ground as everybody's struggling to get around. Flaherty fell down. Oh, they finally get the ball up and around, and that got to Vanderwall. She put up a little jumper as Flaherty and Horn were on the ground, so defense was not able to get there. 2 points, 19-7. Gales lead by 12. Palmer has the ball. Offensively, she's working on the right-hand side. Gets it into the center. Nice give and go. She got it to Horn at the free throw line. She goes in for the layup. She gets fouled hard on that one. Basket's good, and she's going to go to the line. She was smacked in the head. Everybody always said that's better than a sharp poke to the eye with a sharp stick, and that I think got a finger in her eye. They call the foul on that one. That's going to go on Vanderwall. Vanderwall's second foul. That is going to be the 4th team foul. 3:07 remaining in the quarter. And Palmer's going to go for another shot here, another point. She makes it. 22 to 7. Gales up by 15. All righty, Vanderwall setting up the offense. Gets a three-pointer, top of the key. Long, and they are going to call a foul. They have to call it on Angstrom as she throws. Their arms got tied up, and Angstrom throws Horn to the ground. And that's going to be the 5th team foul. So Angstrom picks up her 3rd foul. And Horn's going to go to the line shooting 2. Arms got tied up on that one. Angstrom just said, and then really just kind of grabbed her and judo threw her to the ground. Can't do that, folks. There's just certain things that are no-nos in basketball. First shot by Horn is up. And just off the side, no good. 22-7. Gales lead by 15. 2:57 remaining. So it's going to be bonus and for the Gales and for the Wildcats as the Gales have 4 this quarter. Second shot is up and good, 23-7. 16-point lead, and we got a substitution coming in. So out goes Sievers. In comes Olivia Illig. So Illig playing now for the Wildcats. Bringing the ball up is going to be Vincent. Double pick tried to be set, and again, Palmer slides right through both of them. They go underneath the Angstrom. Angstrom right up against Horn, and Horn, are you kidding me on that one? She was standing straight up and caught the ball, and they called a foul. Nobody likes, I don't even think Humboldt likes that call. She's going to the line. That was just an all old around block. Coach is asking him what's going on. And I agree. You go, if you're watching the stream, back that up a little bit and look at it. I don't believe that one at all. Angstrom's first shot is up and no good. I don't know if that was, ref is still trying to explain it to him. Because ain't nobody here under and seeing in that one. Second shot for Angstrom is up and off the backboard. Someone forgot to tell her Banks close at 5, but she got him anyway. All righty. So Gales up 23-8, 2:46 remaining. That was just good defense. I mean, she had position straight up. Girl shot the ball, and Horn just grabbed it. Not sure what that foul is going to be. All righty, so now they got the ball up top of the key to Flaherty. Flaherty gets it over to Palmer. Palmer gets it inside to Horn. Horn goes in for the shot. She's bounced around. Second shot, no good. Still being bounced around. She goes to try to get in. They're going to call a foul. I don't know who they're going to call it on. Maybe Horn over the back and maybe underneath with the push. Yep, they're going to call that one on Charlie Smith. Yeah, Smith gets called for the foul. As she backed into Horn and was in position for the rebound. So Horn's going to go to the line shooting 2. 2:25 remain here in the second quarter. Horn puts up the first shot, and it's good. 24-8, 16-point lead here in the second quarter. Horn sets up for her second shot. That one's a little bit short, and Angstrom gets the rebound. She gives the ball to Smith. Smith brings the ball up on the right-hand side. Gets it down in the corner to Angstrom. Angstrom gets it up top to Vincent. Vincent tries to drive inside. Outside to Angstrom. It goes off the top of the backboard, which I would have thought that should have been out of bounds. It was the top of the backboard, not the side, but they don't call it out. Maybe I'm wrong on that one. Has to hit the time clock. That's right. So it's still going to be Wildcat basketball. Smith tries to dribble inside. They go back out. 3-point attempt there by Illig. Ball is loose and on the ground. And, now they throw it right into the hands of Palmer. So rebounded on the play by Palmer. Palmer gets it over quickly. Down in the corner to Flaherty. Flaherty gets it into Horn. Horn coming up against Angstrom. Horn makes a nice move as she spins around. Misses the shot. Rebound picked up by the Wildcats as they got to Illig. Illig coming down very quickly. She's going to be fouled by Schlins. Illig gets to go to the line shooting 2. Illig is a 16.7% free throw shooter. While Schlins was straight up and down, I will agree she did bump into her. I guess I would agree with the body call on that one. She did not have complete position, and Illig was making a move to the basket. So that's going to be Schlins' second foul. First shot is up and good. And Liv Anderson coming back in. Lurson going out for the Gales. Minute 36 here. We've had a lot of fouls, a lot of shooting, and a very long half here. This is longer than most halves have been for quite a while for the Gales. Second shot is good. So Illig, who shoots 16%, is 100% for tonight. And we got a timeout on the court. This is Gale basketball here on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
From the heartbeat of local radio to cutting-edge digital campaigns, Connoisseur Media connects communities like no one else. Since 2004, we've been amplifying local voices, creating unforgettable moments, and helping brands truly shine. Whether it's radio advertising, digital marketing, or video content, we build connections that matter. Ready to engage your audience? Visit connoisseurmedia.com today or call us at 955-5656.
Welcome back, basketball fans. Gale Gymnasium as the Gales take on the Wildcats. The score currently is 24-10. For those of you keeping track, that is exactly double what the final score was of the first quarter. It was 12-5. Now it's 24-10. Gales have the basketball. Liv Andrew at the free throw line gets it over to Flaherty. Flaherty on the right-hand side, back to Andrew, outside to Schlins on the left-hand side. Schlins gives it to Palmer. Palmer works down the left-hand side. She comes inside the three-point line, puts up about a 20-footer. No good. Rebound by Vanderwall. Vanderwall works the ball up. Just carried the ball like a suitcase. Didn't get called. She's driving all the way down baseline. Pulls up for an 8-footer. Shot's no good. Andrew with the rebound. Minute left. Gales up 24-10. Palmer has the ball across the timeline. Over to Schlins. Schlins, right-hand side. Back over to the left to Palmer. Palmer works it into Horn. Horn in the paint. Makes a couple of moves. Not there to Flaherty. Flaherty puts up a jumper. It's a little long, but gets right into the hands of Liv Andrew. It's up and good. We'll call that an over-the-basket assist as the Gales are up 26-10, 40 seconds left. Vanderwall works quickly down inside, tries to get in for the free throw, that was Vincent, not Vanderwall. Vincent worked down the left side of the lane. She's going to be fouled. The basket doesn't fall. So they're going to call a push on that one, I believe. They're going to call that on Palmer. Palmer picked up her third foul. That's no bueno. As Vincent is going to go to the line. She's about a 1 out of 3 shooter. First shot is no good. 34.7 seconds left. We've got substitution coming in. Into comes Elman, and out of the game goes Smith. So for the Gales, we have Andrew, Flaherty, Horn, Palmer, and Schlins. Second shot is on its way. Off the back of the rim, no good. Liv Andrew gets the rebound. Gets it to Palmer, left-hand side. No shot clock, 30 seconds left. She's going to hold up. Working most likely for last shot, or going to try to anyway, unless something comes really open early on. 16-point lead, 22 seconds. Palmer's just taking her time, not being guarded too closely, so no count happening. Working in towards the basket. She comes down the left-hand side, makes her move. Shot is up. No good, but she's going to be fouled on the shot. So she's going to go to the line shooting 2. She was fouled by Olivia Illig. So Illig picks up, I think, her first foul of the game. And Palmer's going to the line for another 2 shots here. First shot is up and good. Off the front of the rim. Rolls in. Gales are up 27-10. There are 10 seconds left here in the half. As Palmer puts up the second shot. And good. 28-10. Palmer now has, as I checked the big board, 9 points. All right, Vanderwall has the ball to come up for the Wildcats. 5 seconds left. She works all the way down the left-hand side. Stripped by Schlins. Picks up the loose ball. Schlins ends up with it. That's the half, ladies and gentlemen. Gales are going to go into the locker room leading 28-10 here in the second half. This is Gale Basketball coming to you live on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
Big news! Fort and Schlegel CPA is now Trailhead CPAs and Advisors. While our name has changed, our commitment to being your trusted advisor remains the same. We're still focused on you and your business, not just handling accounting tasks, but guiding your financial journey with expert advice and real-time solutions. Visit us at facebook.com/MWAG Advisors.
From the heartbeat of local radio to cutting-edge digital campaigns, Connoisseur Media connects communities like no one else. Since 2004, we've been amplifying local voices, creating unforgettable moments, and helping brands truly shine. Whether it's radio advertising, digital marketing, or video content, we build connections that matter. Ready to engage your audience? Visit connoisseurmedia.com today or call us at 955-5656.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community, where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Jessica Miracle in Fort Dodge today.
Hi, this is St. Edmond girls basketball coach CJ Tracy, and you're listening to your home for Gales girls basketball, Sunny 99.7.
Welcome back to Gales basketball on Sunny 99.7. Time now for the Loffersweiler halftime show.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Sunny 99.7 studio. I'm Sports Director Joe Jaden, and you were listening to the Loffersweiler halftime show as we are at halftime here between the St. Edmond girls and Humboldt. And join me now is St. Edmond boys wrestling coach Caden McClintock. Caden, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Thanks, Joe.
Well, you guys were at the South Central Calhoun dual tournament this past Saturday. You go 1-4 on the day. Your victory occurred at the expense of Mason City Newman Catholic 30-18. You'd lost to South Central Calhoun along with West Monona Whiting, Lawton Bronson, and then Humboldt. And then you finally get the victory there over Mason City Newman Catholic. Matthew Crimmins goes 3-0 on the day, and then with 2 forfeits, officially 5-0. Your overall thoughts on the day?
Yeah, overall, happy with how we wrestled. Again, Matthew wrestled great, going 5-0 on the day. That's what we expect there. Had a pretty good win under his belt. We handed the Lawton Bronson wrestler was undefeated going into the match against Matthew. So picking up that win was good, and being able to see it before districts, very good. Should help us seeding criteria-wise down to the state tournament too, and potentially a matchup we might see at districts. So very happy with Matthew there. Nick Utley and Jay Stanley wrestling very well for us. They're going out and battling, putting themselves in positions to win. So we're happy with that there. And then some of the other guys on the team, we just got to be able to work hard in practice this week and hopefully give us a chance to win some matches on Thursday.
Matthew Crimmins pins his opponent against South Central Calhoun's Declan Spencer in a minute 12. And then Crimmins sticks Caleb Crosgrove of West Monona Whiting in 41 seconds. And then, as you kind of mentioned, a 5-3 victory over a Brayton Carlson who was undefeated for Lawton Bronson. Talk about that match.
Great match. You know, Matthew was ready to go right away. He came out. We actually gave up the first takedown. Kind of a mistake on our end. We went to hit a shuck by out of the front headlock and might have just got a little too gung-ho on it, and the kid ended up scoring out of that. Matthew did a good job, though. Rebounded. He got the reversal. Second period, we chose down. We didn't get the escape as quickly as I'd like to, so that's probably something we'll be working on this week, is working from the bottom. But then just being able to finish out that third period strong, keeping the lead at the 5-3 there, and close out the match. Those are good wins to come by, and very happy with how Matthew handled himself, kept his composure well. We didn't panic because the match was close or anything like that. So that was a solid win for Matthew.
Again, St. Edmond boys wrestling coach Caden McClintock here with me on the Loffersweiler halftime show. We're at halftime between the St. Edmond girls and Humboldt. Again, we talked about Matthew Crimmins, 3-0, and then 2 forfeit wins, officially 5-0 on the day. Other victories for the Gales. Nick Utley, a technical fall victory in 4 minutes, 41 seconds over an opponent from West Monona Whiting. Jay Stanley pins an opponent from Lawton Bronson in 3 minutes and 58 seconds. Nick Utley pins an opponent from Mason City Newman Catholic in a minute 1. Those are the other matches that to account for against St. Edmond goes 1-4 at the South Central Calhoun dual tournament this past Saturday. Coach, you return to action here on Thursday at Iowa Falls Alden's Quadrangular with the host team, yourself, Ballard, and then East Marshall. Your thoughts on Thursday?
Yeah, we're looking forward to that. Again, we didn't have anything on the schedule for this week and figured it's a good time to stay fresh and be able to make weight, kind of stay in that routine and get a chance to get 3 more wins under our belt in the hopes for helping us with the seeding criteria at districts in the state tournament. So we're looking forward to Thursday, and hopefully we can come out getting as many of our wrestlers 3-0 as possible.
All righty. Well, Coach McClintock, I appreciate a few moments of your time here this evening. Wish you the best of luck Thursday. Again, the Gales at Iowa Falls Alden for a quadrangular. Coach, best of luck. Go get them.
Thank you very much, Joe. We appreciate it.
That's St. Edmond boys wrestling coach Caden McClintock here with me on the Loffersweiler halftime show. We're at halftime between the St. Edmond girls and Humboldt. We'll take a break. When we come back, Lance Lennon will take a look at the first half stats. Back in a moment here on Sunny 99.7.
Big news! Fort and Schlegel CPA is now Trailhead CPAs and Advisors. While our name has changed, our commitment to being your trusted advisor remains the same. We're still focused on you and your business, not just handling accounting tasks, but guiding your financial journey with expert advice and real-time solutions. Visit us at facebook.com/MWAG Advisors.
She has 1 field goal and 2 free throws. We have Olivia Illig with 2 free throws, a 16% free throw shooter who's shooting 100% tonight. Braylee Engstrom is 1 of 2 from the charity stripe, but she's got 1 point. Charlie Smith has a field goal, and she's got the 2 points there. And Abby Armitage is shooting 50% from the line also with 1 point. Total fouls on the half is going to be 12, and the total rebounds is going to be 16 for the Wildcats. As for the Gales, right now, we got a nice spread out here. We have Olivia Andrew with 3 points. She's got 1 free throw and 1 field goal. Abby Huss has a 3-pointer and 1 free throw. She's got 4 points. Sophia Schlens has a 3-pointer and a field goal. She's got 5 points. Aiden Horn has 7 points off of 2 field goals and 3 free throws. She has 3 of 6, so shooting 50% from the line tonight. And Palmer has 9 points. She has a field goal, a free throw, 4 free throws out of 5, and a 3-pointer for 9 points. Rebounds, the Gales have 24, of which Horn has 8 of those. 5 to Schlins, 3 to Lurson, and 3 to Olivia Andrew. Those are our big ones. And then fouls, we have 11. So very close on the fouls as things are going back and forth. We also have, just by the looks of things, 7 steals to 3 steals for the Wildcats. That's our stats right now. We're going to go ahead and go back to studio. This is Gale Basketball on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
Big news! Fort and Schlegel CPA is now Trailhead CPAs and Advisors. While our name has changed, our commitment to being your trusted advisor remains the same. We're still focused on you and your business, not just handling accounting tasks, but guiding your financial journey with expert advice and real-time solutions. Visit us at facebook.com/MWAG Advisors.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Gale Gymnasium. Gales get the ball to start the half, leading 28-10. They get it to Palmer, over to Schlin. Schlin's working the right-hand side, back to center to Palmer. Palmer's pass tries to get into Lurson. It's deflected. Lurson gets it. Ball's to Huss here on the left-hand side. She gets it over the top to Lurson, back to Huss, to the top of the key to Palmer, over to Schlins. Schlins to Palmer. Palmer gets it into Huss, or Lurson. Lurson back to Huss. Huss three-pointer on the way, and it's good to start the second half, 31-10. As Huss nails it from the bottom left-handed corner over there. All righty, bringing the ball up now for the Wildcats. They get the ball down quick. Oh, nice pass underneath. Vince Ann brought the ball down. She got it on the baseline. Over-guarded on that one. The bounce pass goes to Seaver. Seaver went in unattended, and she had a chance for a layup, but she gets fouled from behind, misses the shot, so she's going to go to the line. Seaver's a 56.5% free throw shooter. Not a bad idea on that one as she gets fouled by Horn. That's going to be Horn's first foul. Her second foul. And rather than giving her an uncontested shot, make her go to the line and prove it. First shot was up and no good. While she's at the line, Fort Dodge Fiber, we want to say thank you for Register Day for cutting-edge technology and lightning-fast broadband at FortDodgeFiber.com. GailsBasketball.com. Second shot, no good. Horn gets the rebound, and that was the right play to foul her on that one. 31-10. Gales up by 21. Palmer has the ball across the timeline. She works it over left-hand side to Schlins, back to Palmer, over to Huss on the left. Palmer, back to Huss. Huss goes in. Horn got behind everybody. She went in for the layup. She got behind everybody, but she's going to be pushed. Ball basically flies out of bounds. Armitage going to be called for the foul. This should be at least her third, if not her fourth on this one. And nope, they didn't call it on Armitage. They called it on Edmond, and that's Edmond's second foul. So Armitage gets a break on that one, and Edmond picks it up. So Horn's going to the line. First shot off the side of the rim, no good. And she's going to set up here in the second shot. She lines up the shot. It's up, and that one is good. 32-10. Gales lead by 22 here with 7 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Across the timeline comes Seaver. She's picked up by Larson. Larson makes a shift off of the pick. Nice job. Give it to Vanderwall. Vanderwall works back up to the top of the center. She gives the ball over to Smith. Long shot by Smith. Pardon me, that's not Smith. That's Armitage. No good. Rebounded, though, by Edmond. She missed her second shot. Horn got the rebound. Outlet pass to Palmer. Palmer comes across, gives it over to Huss. Right-hand side. Huss puts up a three from way out. No good off the rim. Edmond gets the rebound. She gets it across the timeline now and is coming up fast tempo. They give it to the top of the key. Top of the key shot taken by Armitage. She hits the three-pointer. 32-13 for the Gales. Palmer taking her time, coming across the timeline. She works it over, gets it to Huss. Huss on the right-hand side. Stolen pass. It was taken to Palmer and getting the hands. Quick outbreak. Now here comes Vincent down the right-hand side. She goes for the layup and makes it. 32-15. Gales up by 17. Palmer brings the ball up into play. She comes down the right-hand side. Left-hand side. She's down in the corner now. Bounce pass inside to Horn. Horn goes in for the layup. She's knocked to the ground. No foul called. They get the ball back outside. Huss has it. She takes up a little jumper. It's no good. Ball's on the ground. It's loose. Picked up by Vanderwall. She's coming down 1-1 against Horn. Doesn't want to take it in the lane. She steps back. Throws it up. Missed it, but the rebound goes to Vincent, who put up a way high off the backboard. She was underneath it, spun it underneath, and it is good. 32-15. Gales having a hard time getting their pace on here. They get it outside to Huss. Huss working on the right-hand side. Top of the key to Schlins. Schlins back over to Huss. Huss trying to get it in. She does. She gets it to Horn. Horn sees Schlins over on the right-hand side. Left-hand side is up and no good. Ball is loose on the ground. Battleard's still down. Larson picks it up underneath the basket. Nice spin around. She puts up right under the basket. Finally, the Gales get it. 34-17. That's the first field goal. We had one free throw by Horn before, but that's the first basket for the Gales. Vanderwall has it. Top of the key. Throws up a three. It's no good. Horn gets the rebound. She's going to get fouled as she goes down hard on her elbow. Somebody in the audience is upset, basically saying that the Wildcats have been beating up on her. She's down. While she's down, we're going to go ahead and take a little break. I'll say thank you to Jaden Electric, qualified electricians that can accomplish projects both big and small. They offer everything from 24-hour electrical service and repair to design build in Iowa. They're a family-owned company who care about quality and customer service. Thank you, Jaden Electric. I want to say thank you to Sports Page Bar and Grill. Bring out the entire family to enjoy your favorite teams. They have 44 flat-screen TVs. You can enjoy your favorite meal and drink while you enjoy the game at Sports Page Bar and Grill. Horn back up. I think she got I think she got the wind knocked out of her. The way she was on the ground and the way she's huffing right now and holding her chest, she definitely got the wind knocked out of her. I think she might have even landed on the ball. Never feels good. If you ever got the wind knocked out of you, it just kind of feels like you're suffocating. So Gales get the ball. 2 team fouls against the Wildcats, 1 against the Gales. 34-17. Gales ahead by 17 points now. Full court press as Palmer comes up the right-hand side. She's guarded by Vincent. They try and trap her. She gets it over to Huss. Huss down there, and she got it into Larson. Larson brings the ball in to Olivia Andrews. She's stripped of the ball. It's on the ground, and they better really start getting control because things are kind of getting a little out of hand as everybody's starting to throw things around. We're going to see what's going on. So jump ball is called. Possession arrow goes to the Gales. Nope. Goes to the Wildcats. My bad. Wildcats are going to get the ball. They're going to inbound the ball. Nobody came down to inbound the ball. Just give it to them and start the count. There we go. They finally got someone to come down. Here they come across the timeline. Ball's to Seaver. Seaver gets the ball, goes to the left. Vanderwall. Vanderwall works around to the left-hand side, throws up a long shot. No good. Liv Andrew gets the rebound. Outlet to Palmer. Palmer works the ball up across the timeline. She gets it down to Lurson, left-hand side. Lurson all the way across to Schlins. Back to Palmer, top of the key. Lurson, free throw line. Palmer, Huss on the left-hand side. Gets it into Andrew. Andrew works around. Goes for the shot. Nope. She goes out of bounds. No foul called on that shot. Interesting no call, but it was a no call all the same. Turn it over. Gales lose the possession. 34-17. 4 minutes left here in the quarter. Ball gets inbounded, and here comes Vincent. She's going to work the ball up for the Wildcats. She's picked up by Palmer. On that one, I think they're going to call, illegal block on that one. So as the Vincent was running down the left-hand side, Palmer was going to pick was set by Engstrom, but she came up, didn't have position. Chloe turned around, ran right in there, so that's a block. So that's going to be the third team foul. That is going to be the fourth foul on Engstrom. And Gales get the ball in front of the Wildcat bench. Ball comes in, full court press. Palmer being guarded by Vincent. She gets across the timeline. Directs a little traffic. She comes down left-hand side. Works it down baseline. So, nice move. She took it all the way down the baseline. Came up on the left-hand side. Put in a nice little layup. 36-17. Vincent brings the ball up quickly. Gets the ball. Oh, bad pass. That's going to be over and back if she touches it. And that's it. So, ball went back. It's going to be Gale basketball right in front of their fans. Nice turnover. Gale's up 36-17. Lead by 19 now. Inbound pass coming at us here. Lurson bringing the ball in. She gets the ball to Palmer. Offense for the Gales going to get set up. 3.5 minutes left in the quarter. They get it in. Oh, try to get the ball to Liv Andrew. It's going to be bounced out of bounds, by Adel Vincent. So another Vincent in there. This one is not the older. This is the younger, I'm guessing. So both Vincents are playing right now. If that gets confusing, imagine what I'm thinking. All right, the ball gets into Andrew. Andrew gets it up to Flaherty. Flaherty on the right-hand side. Right at the free throw line, it gets to Huss. Nice pass over to Palmer. Palmer works it in. Huss, three-pointer on the way. Good. Oh, 39-17. Gale's up by 22. Here comes Humboldt, working the ball quickly. The older Vincent. She comes down left-hand side, passes it out to Vanderwall. Vanderwall puts up a long two-pointer. No good. Rebound corralled by Anderson. Outlet pass up top to Seaver. Seavers works down the right-hand side. She runs right into Olivia Huss. No foul called. Good defense by the Gales. It goes out of bounds, but they're going to say it's off of Huss's hands. That kind of contact, you think something would have been called, but nothing was called. Here comes the inbound pass for the Wildcats. 29 seconds on the shot clock. They get it top of the key to Anderson. She gets it to Seaver. Seaver gives it to Vanderwall. Three-pointer on the way. Off the side of the rim. No good. Flaherty's going to let it go out of bounds. Gale basketball. 2:48. Leading 39-17. 22-point lead here in the third quarter. Lurson's going to inbound it right at the tail end of the Wildcat bench. She gets it to Palmer. Palmer's going to be full court pressed here by Vincent. She gets by her very quickly and across the timeline. She works the left-hand side. Taking her time, looking to get things set up. Over to Huss. Huss, three-pointer on the way. Little bit long, and Flaherty gets the rebound. She is pushed out of bounds. No foul called on that one either. Here come the Wildcats as they come down. Vanderwall, long rebound, or just a bad attempt at a layup. It goes wide. Wildcats get the rebound. Vincent coming down the left-hand side, gives it back to Vanderwall. Vanderwall at the charity stripe. She throws it up. No good there. Again, rebounded by Vincent for the Wildcats. She bounced past it to Vanderwall. Vanderwall working down the right-hand side. Oh, stripped on the shot. Block and a strip by Lurson, who gives the ball to Huss, who comes into the lane. She puts up a nice little lip. It's no good. Palmer got the rebound. She's at the baseline. And back to Lurson, who puts in the layup. Nice there. She was falling out of bounds, just tossed it back. Lurson was driving down the lane. She got it and put it over. So Kaylee Vincent's bringing the ball now up for the Wildcats. She comes down the right-hand side, looking to drive into the lane. She can't. Palmer has good defense. Takes it outside, picks up her dribble. Nowhere to go. Gets it to Seaver. Seaver has the ball. She's working in towards the free throw line. She comes down around Lurson, trying to get out of her way. She's going to get called for the block. Seaver knew she had position, so drove at her. She put up a wild shot. Doesn't go, but that's going to be the 4th foul on Lurson, and Seaver's going to go to the line shooting 2. Seaver shooting 56.5% tonight. Excuse me. Still not quite over this little, not much of a cup. Now it's just a dry, icky throat. All right, first shot up and no good. 41-17. Gales up by 24. First shot no good. We want to say thanks to Plum Supply Kitchen and Bath. Choosing items for your home should be a fun and creative experience. At Plum Supply Kitchens and Baths, the beautifully displayed kitchens and baths can inspire you to bring your space one step closer to reality. Located on South 22nd Street in Fort Dodge. Thank you, Plum Supply Kitchen and Baths. Minute 30. Second shot here for Seaver is up, and it's good. 41-18. Inbound goes to Flaherty. Flaherty gets it back to Schlins. And they're going to try and double team her. They get it to Horn. Horn gets it to Flaherty over the timeline. Down to Lurson. Lurson working the left-hand side. All the way across to Schlins. Three-pointer on the way. Off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Anderson. Anderson gets the ball coming up the left-hand side. She gives the ball over there to Smith. Smith tries to work it inside. No good. Hands the ball off to Illig. Illig makes a three-pointer from the left-hand side. She steals the ball coming in, but it goes out of bounds as no one was paying attention, and she was running in on the inbound pass. So Gales are going to inbound here. Minute 2 left, 41-21. Gales lead by 20. Inbound to Lurson. She's going to work it up the right-hand side. Bounce pass to Olivia Andrew. Ball's loose on the ground. It's going to go out of bounds off of Andrew. That's a turnover. Coach thought that should have been off of Wildcats. It was called off of Olivia. Severs gets the ball, brings it across the timeline. She comes down the left-hand side. They get it out top. That's Smith working around. She comes down, picks up her dribble. Nothing there for her. She passes over, and that's picked up by Illig. Illig gets it back inside to Smith, and she's just rejected by Horn, who just reached up and grabbed the ball. This time, no foul called. Across the timeline comes Schlins. They get it to Horn, top of the key. Horn gives it over to Flaherty. Flaherty on the left-hand side gets it to the center. There goes Schlins over to Lurson. Lurson on the right-hand side to Flaherty, top of the key. Flaherty gives it to Schlins. Schlins gets it into Andrew. Andrew puts it down. She is called for a travel. Knocked to the ground and traveled. I guess that's true. Technically, she traveled. But it's amazing how you travel when someone pushes you. No foul called. 12 seconds left in the quarter. Ball gets inbounded now to Severs. Severs comes across the timeline, guarded by Lurson. Lurson steals the ball from her. She's going to be fouled on that one by Severs, who reached on it. Severs like, what did I do? You reached. You can't come around from the back and hit the person on the arm. That is a foul. All righty. So, Gales are going to get the basketball underneath their own hoop. No shot clock. 7 seconds remaining in the quarter. Gales up 41-21. Liv Andrew going out. Flaherty going out. Lurson in. Palmer in. Schlins in. Huss in and Horn. So the starting five back in for the Gales. Palmer has the ball. She works it across the timeline. Another little reach there. Nothing called. Schlins has the ball down in the corner to Huss. Huss puts up a three-pointer. It's good at the buzzer. Gales will go up 44-21 as Huss nails it from the corner. That's third quarter, ladies and gentlemen. This is Gale basketball here on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community, where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Jessica Miracle in Fort Dodge today.
That side of the game brought to you by Wheelchair Dynamics. With a full range of medical equipment and supplies, you'll find affordable, quality solutions for all your home health care needs. Wheelchair Dynamics is located at 1406 8th Street West in Fort Dodge, next to Tom Thumb Restaurant. Gales get the ball to start the third quarter. Three-pointer by Huss misses. Rebounded by the Wildcats, and here they come on the offense. 14 seconds on the shot clock. Vanderwall puts up a three-pointer. It's off the rim, no good. Schlins gets the rebound, and back to Palmer. Here come the Gales. 7:20 remaining in the game, up 44-21. Palmer brings the ball down, right-hand side, gets it to Schlins. Schlins just right, left of center. She gets the ball inside to Palmer. Palmer goes in for the shot. She's wrapped up by a couple of players. Not sure who they're going to call the foul on, but she'll go to the line shooting 2 on that one. And they're going to say it was before the shot. She's on the ground. Well, you can't make a shot when they're holding your arms, but that's just what the hold does. So she got to take it out of bounds, and that foul is going to be called on Illig. So Illig's second foul. Gales have the ball quickly to get it to Horn underneath the basket. Lurson with a nice pass. And, they just drag her down to the ground, a couple of them on that one as Horn got the ball quickly. 2 players collide. Not sure what they're going to call. They're going to call the foul on that one on Smith as Smith ran right into Horn after Horn made the basket. No, they called it on Elman. Offsetting. Oh, and with that basket and the rebounds, ladies and gentlemen, being told that Miss Horn has a double-double already. So 13 points with possible 14 on the way. No good on the shot. Well, I don't know how they called that on Elman when down to the ground went Smith, and Smith went out of the game. Oh, well. All right, so Wildcats have the ball. Here goes Vanderwall, three-pointer on the way from the left-hand side. She nails it. 46-24. Gales up 22. Palmer has the ball coming up close. They're being loosely guarded, probably picked up here at the timeline by Elman. Palmer working the ball cautiously up. They get it over to Huss. Huss works it in. Free throw line. Nice little floater up off the backboard. No good. Rebound hit Lurson in the face. She didn't expect that, so that's going to end up in the hands now of Illig. Illig drives all the way down. Oh, rejected by Horn. And again, they call it. This ref doesn't understand what a rejection is. If you touch the ball, it's a rejection. And that he's saying it's a put. She didn't even touch her with the body. This is the same guy that called it underneath. And I think they need to send him back to ref school. I don't know what it is. Everybody. I mean, that was not a foul, folks. Illig's going to go to the line shooting 2. That's Eden's third foul. Illig is hitting 100% of her shots. And like I said, she's a 16.7% free throw shooter. 46-25. Gales up by 21. Second shot lining up here and on the way. That one is off, and Horn gets the rebound. She gets the ball to Palmer to set up the offense. Palmer's coming up, loosely guarded across the timeline is Armitage. Palmer floats across, takes it down right-hand side. Working in, good pick set by Horn. Give and go. Horn goes underneath. She's tripped by Armitage, and she goes down. Armitage is going to be called for the foul. That's going to be the third team foul. It's going to go underneath. So Armitage called on that one. Gales get the ball underneath their own basket, reset the shot clock. So 6:11 remaining in the game. Ball gets to Horn. She takes it over to Schlins. Schlins, Lurson at top of the key. Got it into Horn. Horn underneath. She goes in. Basket is good. She's fouled, and I think again by Armitage. That'll be Armitage's fourth foul just that quick if it is called on her. And it was. So Horn now going to go to the line. She has, well, now they're saying she has 10 points. So much if she made the free throw, she got, okay, there we go. So she's got 10 points. There's well, something's off with the math on this one. My statistician has her for a few more points. All righty, so here comes the ball. They got it to Anderson. Anderson gave the ball. Oh, and they're going to call a block on that one by Schlins. Illig was trying to go baseline. Schlins kind of pushed her out. So Schlins is going to pick up her second foul, or is it the third? That's her third foul. Second team foul. Wildcats have 4. Gales have 2. 5:54 left. A lot of substitutions coming in here. Out goes Illig. In comes Vincent. So Vincent's going to throw the ball in. Gales still with all 5 of their starters. They get the ball to Vanderwall. Vanderwall works it in towards the center. I'm not sure what they called on that one either. Another foul called. Is that going to be called? They called that one on Horn as Horn again. Put her arm up. Guess that's a foul. It must be new basketball rules. I'm going to have to bone up on these, I guess, before tournament time so that I understand that you're not allowed to touch the ball. Going back to 6-on-6 rules, but she was in the lane. And you got to touch the ball in the lane. So maybe you just got to be nice about it. So not understanding what's going on for sure, but Vanderwall misses the first shot. 48-25. Gales by 23. Second shot is up and good. 5:51. Here come the Gales. Chloe setting it up. Full court press. Vincent has her. Comes across the timeline. Sets up the offense. She's working on the right-hand side. Top of the key now to Schlins. Right hand to Huss. Huss gets it into Horn. Horn makes a move into the lane. Little floater. Up and good. Gales up 50-26. Little miscommunication. The ball got inside very quickly to Engstrom, and she got it in and put in the layup. So they're now at 28 points. 50-28. Gales lead. 5 minutes remaining here in the game. Palmer bring the ball across. It's down to Huss. Bottom left-hand corner. Lurson. Lurson gets it inside to Horn. Horn, nice move as she moved left, went right, spun around, took it in the left-hand side. All good. 52-28. Ball coming up by Vincent. She comes down. She's met by Palmer. She comes into the lane, goes in for a sideways layup, missed it. Kind of when I say sideways, her whole body turned sideways, and she threw it up. It just went over the rim. Horn got the rebound, gave it to Palmer, who's now down into the lane, gets it to Horn. Horn, a little floater, missed the first shot, puts up the second, and it's good and fouled. So another chance for the old-fashioned three as Horn's going to go to the line. Remember, we talked about this. Horn is actually a 100% three-point shooter from behind the arc. She's 1 of 1 this year. She proved last week that she can on Friday night. She put that three-pointer down. 4:36 left, 54-28. Horn setting up for her three-point attempt here. Off the front of the rim, no good. Ball's loose on the ground, picked up by Anderson, and here come the Wildcats. Anderson comes down the left-hand side against Schlins. Gets in the corner, gives it to Vanderwall. Vanderwall coming up on the left-hand side, picks up her dribble. She gives it off to Vincent. Vincent throws up a wild three, hits nothing but nothing. Huss gets the rebound and gets the ball to Palmer. Palmer's going to bring the ball up for the Gales. 4:15. She gets across the timeline. Works it over to the left side. Gets it to Horn in the lane. Horn puts it down, moves again, does that nice little move right, goes left. Puts the layup in, 56-28. Gales have doubled up the Wildcats. Wildcats get the ball down quickly to Vincent. Vincent gives it to Vanderwall. Vanderwall drives into the lane. Little floater blocked by Horn. She's going to go on the breakaway this time. Vincent there standing by her, nothing doing, and up and good. Coast to coast for Horn. And Vincent Sievers, falls to the ground. 33-40, 58-28, 30-point lead. Here comes Anderson, gives the ball to Vanderwall. Vanderwall again. Works it on the right-hand side. She's back to center. Gives the ball up to Vincent. Vincent drives down the lane. I'm not sure what they call there. Out goes Palmer. In comes Rock. In comes Bradley. In comes Lurson. My bad. Flaherty stayed in. Horn went out. And Liv Andrews in. So, coach bringing in all the reserves now. Vanderwall, three-pointer off the inbound. No good. Underneath, foul is going to be called on Andrew, I'm sure. As the rebound went to Anderson, she went up. And Andrew, I think, swiped her arm. So that's going to be first foul for Andrew. And that is the 15th foul. Everybody's shooting from now on. 3:24 remaining in the game. And to the line right now is Anderson. First shot is up. No good. Anderson shooting 25% on the season. She is now, I don't know what she is tonight for free throws. We'll check her out. She's 0 for. So her 25% is probably going to go down a little bit. Sets up the second shot. This one is up on the way, and it's good. She makes her first free throw of the night. Lurson's going to drive the offense this time. She quickly comes across the timeline. Works down the left-hand side. Gets the ball into Andrew. Ball is going to be tied up. They're going to call jump ball on that one. Possession arrow goes to the Wildcats. So turnover for the Gales. 3:13, 58-29. Still doubled up. Doing that quick math. 29 times 2. Seaver brings the ball across the timeline for the Wildcats. She sets up the offense, works down the right-hand side, drives in from the baseline, met by Andrew. Ball goes out of bounds. Nothing doing. Good defense, and that's going to be Gale ball. Unforced turnover, or a good defensive turnover, whatever you want to call it. We want to say thank you to CJ Bio. CJ Bio is a global leader in animal nutrition and health, and they are looking for motivated and talented individuals to join their growing team. If you are looking for competitive pay, amazing benefits, and being valued in the workspace, apply today at CJ Bio America on their Facebook page. Equal Opportunity Employer. Rock gets the ball and up to Andrew or Bradley as she quickly gets across the timeline, drives into the lane. She goes in for the layup, doesn't make it, but she is fouled. Fouled going to be by Adeline Vincent, the younger. And so Bradley's going to go to the line shooting 2. Bradley seeing the line tonight. She has not shot any free throws. This is she's a 0% free throw. She might have shot before and missed, but this is her first one, and it's good. The way she shot that, I'm going to say she hadn't had the chance to get to the line yet. She is 1 for 1. Liv Andrew going out, and her sister Ava Andrew coming in right now. So a lot of siblings getting some playing time today for both squads. Ooh, second shot by Bradley is up and good. She's shooting 100% on the night, 2 points. 60-29. Pardon me, it should be 61. No 60. That's 2 points. Here come the Wildcats as they get the ball. Oh, and it's almost stripped by Flaherty as Smith tried to drive into the lane. Oh, and the younger Vincent tries to drive into the lane. She loses the handle, and they're going to call a reach on that one, even though the ball was loose. So somebody's going to go to the line shooting here because they called a foul on this one. It's going to be called on Maggie Flaherty. So Maggie Flaherty gets her first foul. Adeline Vincent's going to go to the line shooting. She's got no free throws on the season. And see how she does here. Ball is up and no good. Unless a miracle happens here somehow. The Gales are going to win tonight, and they're going to push their record and advance to 13-4 on the season. Again, it's going to look a little bit better as they go into selection committee time. And I don't say selection committee. They're going to make the playoffs. It's just a matter of how many home games they will get. Second shot by Vincent's no good. Lewis gets the rebound. She gets it to Bradley. Before she can pass it out, Smith fouls her. Lewis is going to go to the line. I think we're going to be spending the next 2.5 minutes going back and forth between free throw lines. This could be a very long end to this game, folks, and I'm hoping it doesn't because it doesn't need to be at this point. It just doesn't need to be long. It is all over but the crying. And if we just spend it back and forth shooting free throws, we're going to end up with a lot more scoring. Lewis nails it. First shot is up and good. She makes her first free throw of the season. Still 2:36 left, 61-29. Gales are now up by 32. Second shot, no good. Rebounded by the younger Vincent. She gets the ball to Smith. Smith's going to bring the ball across the timeline, breaking away on the left-hand side. That's going to be Illig. Illig's going to drive to the lane. She doesn't make it, but she's fouled. So we're going to be shooting 2. That's going to be, I believe, on Heldorfer. Yep, Heldorfer picks up her first foul. And 7 whole seconds went off the clock. 52 free throws this game so far, my statistician tells me. And that one is up and good as Olivia Illig makes her first free throw. Actually, it's not her first free throw. She is now like 5 of 6. For a 16% free throw shooter, she is cracking tonight. Second shot, no good. Rebound to Ava Bradley. Ava makes it. Oh, nice pick set by Lewis. Ava loses the handle as the ball's on the floor, gets in the hands, and then Heldorfer. That's just going back and forth here. Rock has the ball. She's coming in for the Gale. She goes baseline. Bounce pass. It goes off of Vincent's leg. It's going to be Gale basketball here. 2:14 remaining. Gales get the ball underneath their own hoop. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Inbound pass goes to Bradley. Bradley gets the bounce pass up top to Ava Andrew. Andrew gets it to Lewis. Lewis at the free throw line. Nice one. As Rock went to the back door, didn't get the shot. Smith got the rebound. She's working her way up. They go down in the corner. Here comes, can't see the number on that one, and that's a new player, so 53. That's going to be Ellen Olson. Olson goes for the shot, doesn't make it. Heldorfer got the rebound. She comes up on the left-hand side, driving all the way down, picks up the dribble. Andrew, top of the key, over to Lewis. Lewis, three-pointer on the way. off the rim, no good. Rock with the rebound. Tries to pass the ball back out to Lewis. It's intercepted but knocked out of bounds by Olivia Illig. Minute 42, left in the game. Heldorfer goes out and Underberg comes in. Nope, Heldorfer didn't go out. Rock went out. So Heldorfer's still in. Heldorfer, Bradley, Lewis, Underberg, and Andrew. Long shot by Heldorfer, no good. Rebound is going to be tied up. Jump ball. Possession arrow is going to be the Wildcats. Minute 37. A lot of whistles here tonight as we like a nice slow pace finish to the game that's already over. All right, bounce pass inside to Bradley. Bradley underneath, puts up a high shot. Oh, you could not have gotten any higher on the backboard and still hit it. And she makes it. That was just fun to watch. Minute 28, Gales up 63-30. Cruising over to the left-hand side, Illig, something happened in the middle. We're going to call offensive foul as Bradley gets knocked to the ground by Olsen. Olsen not sure what happened. I think she elbowed her right in the head. She's going to call with the push. Bradley still down. Getting up slow. Might be a little... I think she got bonked hard too. Yeah, so she's going to pop out. We're going to get a couple of subs coming in. So out comes Lewis. In comes Schlegel. And in comes Whitmore. So Heldorfer, Whitmore, Schlegel, Underberg, and Andrew. All righty. Ball goes to Heldorfer, to Whitmore, over to Schlegel. Schlegel, long two. Misses. Rebounded by Smith. Smith, quick outlet pass. Illig down underneath. She's available. It's up and good. Wise on Heldorf's part not to foul on that one. 63-32. 1 minute left here in the game. Heldorfer brings the ball down. Hands it off to Whitmore. Whitmore gives it to Schlegel. Schlegel bounce pass inside to Underberg. She got it back out to Whitmore. Whitmore drives in. Nice right-handed attempt on a layup. Missed it. She got her own rebound. She puts it down on the ground. She's going to go back up. Nope. Oh, I think they're going to call 3 seconds or travel. Travel on Whitmore on that one. If she really wanted to shoot but wanted to pass, it was hard to see because she was guarded pretty well. I think she really wanted those points, and you can't blame her for that. All right, here comes Illig. Brings the ball up for the Wildcats. She gets it to Olsen. Olsen finds right in the middle. Vincent, the younger Vincent, goes up for a shot. It's no good. She's going to be fouled by Underberg, so she's going to go to the line shooting two. 35.1 seconds left, 63-32. And that is on Andrew. So Ava Andrew got that foul, not Underberg. So Vincent, the younger, puts up the first free throw. It's no good. 63-32. Gales by 31. Vincent's second shot is up. No good. Rebounded by, out of bounds, off the Gales. Rebounded by nobody. So still 32 seconds remaining. Going to be out of bounds. Wildcats going to take it out in front of their own bench. 31 and a half seconds left. Ball gets in to Olsen. Olsen throws up a desperation shot. No good, but rebounded by the Wildcats. They get it out top to Smith. Smith gives it back over to Olsen. Olsen, long shot on the way, off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Andrew. She tries to pass to Underberg. Underberg went towards her, and Andrew threw it away from her, so it's out of bounds on the Gales. 15.8 seconds left, 63-32. Ball gets into Olsen. She's underneath, puts it up, and gets the shot. It's up and good. 10 seconds left in the game. Whitmore's going to bring the ball up. This should do it. They all have to do is hold the ball. They get it down to Heldorfer. Heldorfer back to Whitmore, and I don't know why the Wildcats said that. That's going to be the end of the game. Knocked it out of bounds. It won't count. It won't matter. 63-34. Gales win tonight. We're going to go back to studio, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, this is the post-game show, the Daniel Tire post-game show. For 100 years, Daniel Tire has been the place to go for tires and automotive service in Fort Dodge. If you need your tires replaced, Daniel Tire has the replacement to fit your needs from the brands you trust. Stop by and see them at 520 First Avenue South in Fort Dodge. And with the Daniel Tire halftime show, we'll also have tonight's player of the game. So stick around to Gale basketball here on Sunday 99.7, your FortDodge.com.
From the heartbeat of local radio to cutting-edge digital campaigns, Connoisseur Media connects communities like no one else. Since 2004, we've been amplifying local voices, creating unforgettable moments, and helping brands truly shine. Whether it's radio advertising, digital marketing, or video content, we build connections that matter. Ready to engage your audience? Visit connoisseurmedia.com today or call us at 955-5656.
Big news! Fort and Schlegel CPA is now Trailhead CPAs and Advisors. While our name has changed, our commitment to being your trusted advisor remains the same. We're still focused on you and your business, not just handling accounting tasks, but guiding your financial journey with expert advice and real-time solutions. Visit us at facebook.com/MWAG Advisors.
Kokendorfer, and you're listening to your home for Gales boys basketball, Sunny 99.7.
St. Edmond Gales basketball is on the air. Gales basketball is brought to you in part by Peking Garden, Party Productions, Flooring America Design Center, Michael Boer American Family Insurance, Loffersweiler, Appliance Plus Furniture and Mattress, Stone Creek Landscape and Nursery, and Danielle Lynch at Farm Bureau Financial Services. And now, here's Lance Lennon.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the St. Edmond Gale Boys Basketball pregame show on Sunday 99.7. My name's Lance Lennon. Brock Freeman's back in the studio working the board, and right next to me, as always, keeping stats is Rob Bean. This evening's St. Edmond Gale Basketball pregame show is brought to you by Central Iowa Distributing. The Gales are back home tonight following a historic high-octane performance this past Friday on January 30th against the Hampton-Dumont Cal Bulldogs. In what was a shootout for the ages, St. Edmond secured a massive 84-61 victory. Not even 61, my bad. The Bulldogs were incredibly efficient early, led by a 16-point outing from Brady Haar, who didn't miss a single shot from the field, and Caden Woods, who added 13. However, the Gales' sheer offensive volume and legendary individual performance simply overwhelmed the visitors as the game wore on. The headline tonight is Hunter Horn, who put on a show for the home audience after becoming the school's leading scorer. Horn dropped a staggering 44 points, shooting 20 of 29 from the floor, while also cleaning up the glass with 10 rebounds. It was one of the most dominant single-game performances in recent memory. He wasn't alone, though. Carson Bargfried remained red hot, contributing 20 points of his own. Grant Gallus added 8. Facilitating this scoring explosion was Jack McElroy, who recorded an incredible 12 assists. On the defensive side, while the score was high, Jacob Koopman was a ball hawk, racking up 7 steals to keep the Gales in transition and feed that high-powered offense. Joining us now is Coach Adolph Kokendorfer. Thanks for joining us and taking time to talk before the game tonight, Coach.
It's good to be here, Lance. Yep.
So we have to start with Hunter Horn. 44 points on 20 made field goals is a number you just don't see very often in high school basketball. Not to sound trite, but is there anything that Hunter cannot do?
I don't know about that. He's a pretty good basketball player. We're lucky to have him. He can go on and on. I just believe he's a really hard worker, and he works on improving his game. And every shot he took was a shot he's capable of making. So as a coach, you don't mind the misses. I know that, and he sure finished well Friday night.
Yeah. So beyond the scoring, Jack McElroy finished with 12 assists. We talked after the game briefly about the team concept, and Jack's assists pretty much proved that the we before me mentality. Coaching this team, are there times that you just get to sit back and enjoy what they're accomplishing while the game is going on?
Yeah, you know, sometimes I can. I do appreciate it, but I can't appreciate it for very long. That's the thing. So it's rather a quick appreciation, and we try to keep moving. But they're a team. They work together as a team, and you know, you don't get teams like that very often. And we've had them a few years, but it's good to have one back, I'll tell you.
All righty. Well, folks, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to continue to talk to Coach about this evening's contest. This evening's St. Edmond Gale basketball pregame show on Sunday 99.7 is brought to you by Central Iowa Distributing.
St. Edmond Gales basketball is on the air. Gales basketball is brought to you in part by CJ Bio of America, Plum Supply Kitchens and Bath, Fort Dodge Fiber, Jaden Electric, Riley Armstrong Plumbing and Heating, along with Sports Page Bar and Grill. Once again, here's Lance Lennon.
Welcome back, everyone, to the St. Edmond Gale basketball pregame show here on Sunday 99.7. This evening, the Gales are preparing for a massive North Central Conference rivalry clash with Humboldt Wildcats as they come to town. This evening's St. Edmond Gale basketball pregame show is brought to you by Central Iowa Distributing. The Gales enter tonight's contest with some of the most impressive individual statistics in the area. Hunter has seen his average climb to 27.3 points per game while maintaining an incredibly efficient 58% from the field. Carson Bargfried remains one of the most dangerous perimeter threats in the conference, averaging 14.1 points and shooting 37.6% from behind the arc. Driving this offense is Jack McElroy, who raised his assist average to 6.5 per game while keeping a 4.2 assist-to-turnover ratio. Down low, the double threat of Horn and Jacob Koopman continued to dominate the glass, combining for over 17 rebounds a night. Meanwhile, Grant Gallus is always capable of going off when he is overlooked by the defense. The Humboldt Wildcats bring a balanced guard-heavy attack into tonight's matchup. They're led by senior duo of Chase Flaherty and Jackson Flaherty, who combined for over 22 points per game. Chase is a threat from the outside at nearly 35% from three, while Jackson is a steady floor general with a strong 2.6 assist-to-turnover ratio. The Wildcats also rely on junior Cade Birdsell for the scoring punch and Chase Hansen to lead them on the boards. Humboldt is a team that thrives on ball movement and finding the opponent man, but they have struggled at times with ball security, which could play right into the Gales' defensive hands. For the Gales to be successful tonight, they need to exploit their massive advantage in the paint. Humboldt's leading rebounder averages just 4.5 boards, whereas Horn and Koopman both near double digits. If St. Edmond can control the defensive glass and let McElroy push the tempo, they can prevent the Wildcats from setting up their half-court defense. Back with us now is Coach Korkendorfer. Welcome back, Coach.
Glad to be back, Lance.
Hey, Humboldt relies heavily on the Flaherty brothers and Cade Birdsell on the perimeter. With Jack McElroy and Grant Gallus both playing high-level defensive basketball lately, how important is it going to be to pressure their guards early and disrupt that 3.4 assist-to-turnover rhythm that Jackson typically enjoys?
You know, we've worked on some stuff. We got to do a better job than we did last time. You know, they shot the ball really well. We have to defend a little bit better. And we've worked on it, and I think we're a better defensive team than we were then. Give them credit, though. They shot the heck out of it, and we're going to have to be ready for that tonight. It's a rivalry game, and you just got to have you got to be ready. You got to be ready to roll because they're going to come after you.
Well, I think about everybody's going to be coming after you, Coach.
You know, sometimes you luck out and you know, toward the end of the season, but yeah, it's a rivalry game. You're right. You're right. We got to be ready to roll right at the start.
You bet. So the stats show a significant advantage for you on the boards tonight with Jacob and Hunter, both averaging nearly 9 rebounds compared to Humboldt's leaders at 4. Is the emphasis tonight to ensure they don't get those second chance opportunities?
Well, yeah, it is, Lance. You know, statistics are nice, but you have to keep repeating them. And so that takes effort and trying to do the little fundamental things to keep them off the glass. Yeah, we have to do a better job of that than we did last time. And I do think we're getting better at that, you know, putting a body on people and sending the guards and everybody to the defensive glass and then get it and go. Yeah, that's a definite priority.
All righty, Coach. Well, wish you the best of luck tonight. We'll conduct your Daniel Tyer post-game interview after tonight's game. That was St. Edmond basketball coach Adolf Kokendorfer with me on the St. Edmond Gale basketball pregame show here on Sunny 99.7. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups and the opening tip-off. This evening's St. Edmond Gale basketball pregame show is brought to you by Central Iowa Distributing.
St. Edmond Gales basketball is on the air. Gales basketball is brought to you in part by Community Tap and Pizza, Surf Pro of Fort Dodge, Trailhead CPA PC, Micah Cement Furniture, Dan Flattery State Farm Insurance, Fort Frenzy Godfather's Pizza, and Chemna Auto of Fort Dodge. Once again, here's Lance Lennon.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community, where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau Agent Jessica Miracle in Fort Dodge today.
Big news! Fort and Schlegel CPA is now Trailhead CPAs and Advisors. While our name has changed, our commitment to being your trusted advisor remains the same. We're still focused on you and your business, not just handling accounting tasks, but guiding your financial journey with expert advice and real-time solutions. Visit us at facebook.com/MWAG Advisors.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community, where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau Agent Jessica Miracle in Fort Dodge today.
From the heartbeat of local radio to cutting-edge digital campaigns, Connoisseur Media connects communities like no one else. Since 2004, we've been amplifying local voices, creating unforgettable moments, and helping brands truly shine. Whether it's radio advertising, digital marketing, or video content, we build connections that matter. Ready to engage your audience? Visit connoisseurmedia.com today or call us at 955-5656.
Big news! Fort and Schlegel CPA is now Trailhead CPAs and Advisors. While our name has changed, our commitment to being your trusted advisor remains the same. We're still focused on you and your business, not just handling accounting tasks, but guiding your financial journey with expert advice and real-time solutions. Visit us at facebook.com/MWAG Advisors.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight is a special night dedicated to bringing our two communities together to fight against cancer. Cancer has affected so many families in our schools and communities. And tonight we come together to show that our two teams united together in the fight against cancer. Throughout the night we'll have opportunities to support our collective cause. Every dollar raised tonight will help the Northwest Schmoker Cancer Center right here in Fort Dodge. Thank you for being part of something bigger than basketball. Hello and welcome once again to St. Edmond High School for the second half of tonight's North Central Conference varsity doubleheader between our guests, the Humboldt Wildcats, and your St. Edmond Gales. Sportsmanship is the #1 priority of the Iowa High School Athletic Association. Please join tonight's officials, players, and coaches in demonstrating outstanding sportsmanship throughout the contest. Now, let's introduce tonight's starting lineups. First for the Wildcats, the senior wearing number 4, Jackson Curry. And for the Gales, number 5, Jacob Koopman. Jacob is playing tonight with Rivers and Toby. For the Wildcats, a senior wearing number 10, Chase Flaherty. And for the Gales, a senior wearing number 10, Jack McElroy. Jack is playing tonight for the Gallants. For the Wildcats, a junior wearing number 20, Chase Hansen.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to second half double
Game 3 rejoin us, Ben.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second half of tonight's doubleheader as the Gales take on the Wildcats. Tonight's pregame show is brought to you by Central Iowa Distributing. Businesses, get your custodial supplies and equipment, including cleaning chemicals, paper products, vacuums, and floor scrubbers from Central Iowa Distributing, serving Fort Dodge for over 20 years. Tonight's starting lineups are brought to you by Kingsgate Insurance. They design insurance and solutions specifically for you. Working with you, they will definitely identify solutions that protect you against risk, suit your budget, and give you peace of mind. That's how you can be expected to be treated when you work with Kingsgate Insurance downtown. Let's go through our starting lineups for Humboldt tonight, coached by Ryan O'Hearn, Jackson Hines, Scott Birdsell, and Jacob Short. They are 9-6 coming into tonight's contest. For them is number 4, Jackson Flaherty, a senior guard. Number 10, Chase Flaherty, a senior guard. Number 20, Chase Hansen, a junior guard. And number 22, Cade Birdsell, a junior guard. And number 31, Valley Davis, a senior forward. And for your Gales, who are coached by Adolf Kokendorfer, assisted by Pat O'Rourke and Mitchell Rasmussen. Coming in tonight at 15:02, we have number 5, Jacob Koopman, co-captain, senior forward at 6'2". Number 10, Jack McElroy, senior guard at 6 foot. He's a co-captain. Number 12, Grant Gallus, senior guard at 6'1". Hunter Horn, co-captain. Number 34, senior forward at 6'5". And Corey Carson Bargfried, number 42, a senior guard at 6'2". Tonight's tip-off is being brought to you by North Central Occupational Medicine and Walk-In Clinic. Tonight's tip-off was just won by Humboldt as they begin their offensive pressure here. They get over on the left-hand side here to Chase Flaherty. Chase Flaherty quickly got it down to Valley. Valley goes up for the shot. It's no good. Rebound is deflected out of bounds off of the Gales. So the Wildcats will maintain control as they take the ball out underneath their own hoop here to get tonight going. Before the game, we had our student spotlight, our student athlete spotlight brought to you by Jessica Miracle at State Farm. And that was, today's boy was Griffin Loffesweiler. Griffin Loffesweiler's favorite teacher is Mr. Anderlich. His favorite food is cheeseburgers. Favorite TV show is The Office. His favorite music is country. And he says the big supporters are his parents and Lance Lennon. Thank you, Jessica Miracle, Farm Bureau financial agent in Fort Dodge, for bringing us this player spotlight. Shot attempted by the Wildcats, misses. 0-0. Here come the Gales. They get it over to the left-hand side to Gallus. In the bottom corner to Bargfried. Bargfried brings it back up top. He's just inside the three-point line. Two-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Jackson Flaherty. Jackson's going to bring the ball up for the Wildcats. He works down the left-hand side. Gallus, good defense, blocks it off. They're at the top of the key now, and it's Birdsell. Birdsell gives it to the other Flaherty. Back to Jackson Flaherty. Flaherty works around the bin. He tries to come down the line. Oh, deep corner to Chase Flaherty. Chase Flaherty puts up a three, misses. Koopman with the rebound. Here come the Gales. They get the ball to McElroy. McElroy coming up. He comes right to center. Nice move on his part. Looked like he was going to go left. Came right center. Got it to Gallus. Drives into the lane. Not there. Outlet pass to Horn. Horn. Nice little late foot jumper. Misses. Birdsell with the rebound. Wildcats bring the ball up quickly. He comes, loses the handle, picks it back up. He passed a stop. He's now going to bring it to the top of the key. They give the ball to Hanson. Over to the Flaherty. Flaherty up top to the other Flaherty. We're going to have Chase and Jackson. Probably just going to call Flaherty quite often here. Sorry about that, folks. Here goes Valley Davis. Back to Flaherty to Flaherty. Flaherty works it to center. He's going to try to drive inside against Horn. Horn just gets the ball right out of his hand. Quick outlet to Gallus. Here comes Gallus down the left-hand side. He goes in for the layup. Misses. No foul called as he was bumped around. Rebound on that one by Chase Hansen. Chase gives the ball over to Cade Birdsell. Birdsell works it on the left-hand side to Flaherty, up to the top of the key to Hansen. Hansen to the other Flaherty. Flaherty working the right-hand side. Birdsell, top of the key. Looks for a three-pointer. Not there. To Jackson Flaherty. They're working left-hand side. Pick being set. He goes against Gallus. Tries to drive into the free-throw lane. Misses. Ball is past his brother. Loose. He picks it up. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Jackson Flaherty has the ball. He's driving into the lane. Goes for a wild shot. Misses. Rebounded by Horn. Here come the Gales. Still 0-0, folks. We're almost a minute and a half into this game. No score. Bounce pass to Koopman outside to Bargfried. Bargfried working the left-hand side. He drives baseline. Couple of moves, not there. Gives it out, back out to Horn. Horn looks to come into the lane. He does. He floats in. Misses. Goes for his rebound. Nothing there. Foul on the ground. And they're going to call the foul. A little push on that one. I think it's going to be the way Birdsell was looking. No, they're going to call the foul on Valley Davis. So Valley didn't even realize it was on him. And Birdsell was the one who was getting upset about it, but it's on Valley Davis. His first foul, first team foul. Gales have the ball. They're trying to get it inside to Horn. Horn working just outside the lane. Spin move over to McElroy. McElroy coming in from the left-hand side as he's beat up a little bit there. Ball goes out of bounds. There's going to be another foul. So second team foul, and that one is going to go on Jackson Flaherty. So Gales, shot clock replenishes. 0-0, 5:27 left. He's going to get it out top to Koopman. Koopman gives it top of the key to Horn. Horn gives it to Bargfried. Bargfried comes down the right-hand side, backs it back out to McElroy, top of the key. McElroy out to Koopman. Three-pointer, left-hand side, on the way, good. Gales finally break the lid on the basket. 3-0, 5:12 remaining here in the first quarter. Birdsell brings his ball up, gives it to Hansen. Hansen to Flaherty. Flaherty back over to Hansen. Hansen works it down the right-hand side, goes center. Gives the ball to Birdsell. Birdsell tries to drive into the lane. Not anything there. He gives it outside to Flaherty. Flaherty puts up a three from the left-hand side. It's good. 3-3, 4:51. McElroy setting up the offense. Gets it across the timeline to Bargfried. Right-hand side. Ooh, almost loses the dribble, almost travels, but he managed to keep control of it. Still going, and they're going to call a charge as he leaned in on that one to Jackson Flaherty. So that's going to be the first foul, first team foul. The Gales, as the Wildcats are going to take the ball underneath the Gale hoop. Bargfried's going to go sit. Out comes Miracle. Here come the Wildcats. Quickly across the timeline is Birdsell. There's the Flaherty. He gets called for a travel as he lost the handle. Actually, I think they called double dribble. Same difference. He lost it. Gales get the ball. And it's going to go in front of the Gale bench here. 4:32, all tied up here at 3-3. So a lot of action, not a lot of points. McElroy has the ball, and he brings it up to set up the Gale offense. He comes across center, gets the bounce pass into Horn. Horn working just inside the three-point line, looking to go into the lane. Not there. Loses the handle. It's on the ground. Fast break coming now. Jackson Flaherty goes down from the right-hand side. Layup is good. Gales get the ball to Horn in quite quickly. He's down top of the key. Gets it to Koopman. Koopman works the right-hand side, comes into the lane. He gets bumped hard on that one by Davis. Davis doesn't think it was on him, but it is again. That's his second foul. He's going to come out, and in is going to come Dane Clark. Davis takes a seat. Clark takes some time on the pine here. And that's the floor. Used to say riding the pine would be on the bench. Nowadays, they're padded seats. So the pine's going to be the floor. I'm just going to make that work because I said something stupid. All right, here comes Gallus working on the right-hand side. Gives it to McElroy, top of the key. McElroy looks for the offense to set up. Miracle, right-hand corner, gets it to Horn. Horn coming in from the free throw. In the lane, he goes up, blocked by Dane. So that is going to be Clark with the rejection. 3:45 as Wildcats lead 5-3 and the ball. They give it to Birdsell. Birdsell works the left-hand side. Almost rolled his ankle. Nice recovery. Gets it to Flaherty. Flaherty comes, tries to go center. Nice little, almost steal there by McElroy. And that's good. Oh, wow, that was terrible. He ducked his head and drove right into Miracle. The other Flaherty didn't count.
Three-point attempt on that one. No good by the older Flaherty, or they're both seniors. Here comes, okay, so they got it inside to Clark. Clark missed the layup. Rebound by the Gales. Here comes Gallus. Gallus makes it all the way down. He doesn't get it. Clark gets the rebound. Nobody playing under control here. We got 3 minutes left in the quarter. Someone's got to take control, slow the things down, work the offense. I think everybody's just excited for this game. Humboldt has the ball over to Flaherty in the bottom right corner. Back up top now to Birdsell. Birdsell, long pass over to Jackson Flaherty. Flaherty working the left-hand side. He goes baseline. Nobody was there. He had a wide-open shot. Missed the layup. Rebounded by Miracle. Here comes Gallus. He's going to work up across the timeline. Gets the ball right side of the key. He works down. He's at the at the line. Koopman, three-pointer, top of the key. It's good. That's his second three-pointer. Gales now up 6-5. Wildcats going to set up their offense. Here comes Birdsell. Taking a slower pace as he comes across. Gets it to Clark. Clark passes the ball over to Jackson Flaherty. Flaherty, top of the key. Birdsell. Oh, he goes for a three-pointer rejected by Koopman. That ball is not going to be able to be buried in the Jewish cemetery because it just got tattooed. Wildcats still have the ball. They end up trying to work it inside. It's not there. There's going to be a collision of two people as Koopman tried to intercept the pass, and Birdsell and him ran into each other. Birdsell's going to have position, so Koopman's going to get the foul. His first foul, third team foul. Both teams have 3 team fouls now. 2:09 in the quarter. Wildcats are going to bring the ball in right in front of the Gale bench. Jackson Flaherty to inbound the ball. Gets the ball into the backcourt to Birdsell. Birdsell brings it up. They're going to start the offense. Top of the key now to Hanson. Hanson over to Chase Flaherty. Flaherty gives it to Birdsell. Three-pointer on the way. And no good. Clark gets the rebound, manages to handle it. Three-pointer now as he passed it out to one of the other Flahertys. That would have been Chase Flaherty. Flaherty missed. Rebound by the Gales. Here comes McElroy. McElroy down the corner to Gallus to Horn. Horn drives into the lane. As he goes up, misses the layup. That ball's going to go out of bounds, and it's going to be out of bounds on Horn. It's going to be Wildcat basketball. Gales lead by 141. This is an incredibly low-scoring first quarter for either team. 6-5, minute 41 left. They are letting them bump each other around, definitely inside the lane there tonight. They proved it during the girls' game, and they're going to do the same thing here in the boys' game, it looks like. Jackson Flaherty has the ball, bringing it top of the key. Gives it to Birdsell. Birdsell going to set up the offense. Calls for Clark to set a pick. Rolls around, comes in against McElroy, and a charge. McElroy had position. Birdsell didn't like it. Shakes his head. Says, no. Well, yes. That's what we're called. Not happy with it. Birdsell going to pick up his first foul. That's going to be the 4th team foul. Gales take over possession. Minute 22, leading 6-5. Bargfried back in. Miracle is out. Starting 5 in for the Gales. And Birdsell is out. And I didn't see who came in. Cooper Thiesfeld is in for the Wildcats. Gallus brings the ball across the timeline for the Gales. Gets it to Horn. Horn outside the three-point line. Comes baseline, right-hand side. Passes it back out to Gallus. Gallus loses the handle. It's loose on the ground. Ball is turned. Oh, nice move by Koopman as he just scooped the ball. Got it to Gallus, who managed the layup. Gales are up 8-5. That was just a heads-up behind-the-back pass to an open Gallus. How he saw that, I don't know. But Gales are up now by 3. Flaherty tries to drive into the lane. Oh, nice pass interception by Koopman as he brings it down this time. Left-hand side, he goes in for the layup against 2 defenders. Gales up 10-5. Jackson Flaherty, 39 seconds. Gales are starting to score. Jackson Flaherty has the ball at the half-court line. Makes it across. Pick set by Clark. Goes to his brother, Chase. Chase Flaherty tries to drive into the lane. Outside now to Thiesfeld. Three-pointer on the way. It is way off, but Chase Flaherty got the rebound. Timeout called or what? All right, I'm not sure what's going on, but Coach is animated. The ball didn't hit the rim, therefore the shot clock shouldn't have turned off. There should still be a shot clock active on this one. He's not certain what's happening. The refs are going to say, that's just going to be one of those inadvertent wrong calls. So Humboldt's going to get the ball. 19 seconds remaining. No shot clock, even though there should be one. All right, here comes Chase Flaherty working up against Bargfried. Clark trying to set a couple of picks. No good. Bartfried works through the picks. Now it goes to Chase Flaherty. Flaherty tries to go inside to Gallus. Gallus steals it. He gets it off to McElroy. 1 second left. Three-pointer on the way. Good if it goes. And he wins. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. That was just, he was floating. Got one step over the half-court line. Put it up. It's good. Gales go up 13-5 to end the quarter. This is Gale basketball here on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community, where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Jessica Miracle in Fort Dodge today.
Ladies and gentlemen, to start the second quarter, the Gales got the ball. They missed on their first possession, and the Wildcats could not get on theirs. But on the second possession for the Gales, Koopman went down and hit another three-pointer. He is now 3 for 3. Gales just got the ball as Gallus brought it up court very quickly. He went in from the left-hand side. Basket is good. Gales are up 18-5. I do want to say a couple of things that that assist by Gallus at the end of the first quarter. Very heads-up play as he got the rebound, looked and saw McElroy making a move on the left-hand side. Got it to him. McElroy took one step over the half-court line, put up just an incredible floater as he put his body. Had to have been leaning forward at least 45 degrees. Flaherty working up against Bartfried. Clark trying to set a couple of picks. No good. Bartfried works through the picks. Now it goes to Chase Flaherty. Flaherty tries to go inside to Gallus. Gallus steals it. He gets it off to McElroy. 1 second left. Three-pointer on the way. Good if it goes. And he wins. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. That was just, he was floating. Got pull out here. At least will get plumbing and heating. Since 1989, they have specialized in new construction, remodeling, and repair in Fort Dodge area across Iowa. Their fully licensed crew is prepared to tackle any plumbing and heating job that is thrown their way. They offer free estimates and inexpensive service calls. That is Riley Armstrong Plumbing and Heating. Thank you very much for your support in tonight's broadcast. If you are listening online, that is brought to you by Mitch Lund State Farm Insurance. Mitch can help you regarding mutual funds, investments, and annuities. Get a free quote. Check him out at the website, golund.com. That's golund with 2 N's today. This evening's game can be found at yourfortdodge.com, Alexa, TuneIn app, and iHeartRadio. Here come the Wildcats after the timeout. Birdsell has the ball, top of the key, gets it over to Rubel. Rubel, first time seeing the floor tonight as he's working here on the left-hand side against Gallus. He tries to go inside, not there. They give it to Chase Flaherty. Chase tries to go baseline, double team, ends up getting the ball to Birdsell. He's in the corner, loses it. Nope, got it back. Gave it outside to Davis. Long shot now is going to go up by Rubel. Three-pointer, no good. Koopman with the rebound. Here comes McElroy, bringing the Gales and setting up the offense. He comes top of the key as he's being guarded by Rubel. Rubel guarding him tight on this one. McElroy doesn't look worried at all as he knows he can get by him. Oh, it's off of McElroy's foot. One of his rare errors is an unforced turnover. Birdsell has the ball, gets it quickly down, and then Hansen tried to drive into the lane against Gallus. Scooping shot. Very nice basketball play as he went around Gallus and scooped it underneath him from the right-hand side. 18-7, Gales up by 11. McElroy works down the right-hand side, gets it to Koopman. Koopman works to the left-hand side. Here comes Bargfried. Got it to Horn on the inside. He makes a nice pump fake, puts up his first, and that is going to be Horn's first 2 points of the night as he's got just outside the paint. Little floater from the right-hand side. It is up and good, 20-7. Birdsell has the ball, gets it over to Rubel. Rubel working the left-hand side, top of the key. The shot is taken by Davis. Long, rebounded by Koopman. Koopman gives it to Horn, right-hand side, quick move. He's into the lane, passes the ball, and they're going to call a charge. I don't know how that was a charge. He did not have possession or position, and he passed the ball off. But that is going to be a charge against Horn. That's going to be his first foul, first team foul. Hansen was in the lane running with him. Maybe they said he didn't have control, but I thought he had control as he was passing the ball. All righty, here comes Birdsell. Working up the left-hand side. Guarded by Koopman, pick set by Davis, back to Birdsell. Birdsell comes up against Hunter, gets to the free throw line. Fancy footwork. They got it in the corner now to Rubel. Rubel working against Miracle. Tries to get it in, not there. To Chase Flaherty, over to Birdsell. Birdsell working down the right-hand side, tries to get it inside to Valley. He does. Davis. Oh, Davis tries a little flop on that one. Nothing called. Outside corner now to Rubel. Rubel puts up a three. It's in and out of the rim. Rebounded by Davis. His shot is no good. And Bargfried gets the rebound. Outlet pass to Koopman, who's going to bring it up over the timeline. Gets it to Horn. Horn coming in, left-hand side. He's in the lane. Triple teamed. He goes up. No good, but they're finally going to call a foul as about 20 people hit him. I don't know how they missed it the first 7 times, but he finally gets his foul, and he gets to go to the line. They're going to call that one on Hansen. Hansen's going to pick up his first foul. That's going to be the first team foul. Hunter Horn's shooting the free throws here, and he is a 74% free throw shooter. 4:21 remaining here in the second quarter as he's about to set off on that first shot. Shot is up, and nothing but net on that one. Thank you, Community Health Center of Fort Dodge. With locations in Fort Dodge, Mason City, Dayton, and Eagle Grove, they offer medical, dental, and behavioral health services for patients of all ages. Their caring staff is committed to your well-being and getting you back to feeling like yourself again. That's Community Health Center. Thank you very much for your support of tonight's broadcast. Second shot lined up here by Hunter as he gets ready. Shot is up and good. Horn has 4 points now as the Gales are up 22-7, 15-point lead. Rubel is going out and Clark is coming in. So we have Jackson Flaherty, Chase Flaherty, Clark, Birdsell, and Valley. No, Valley Davis. Sorry. I get confused because Hampton Dumont has the Valley sister, and now we got Flaherty's. So Chase Flaherty comes to the free throw line, gives it to Jackson. Jackson works around the right-hand side, gets it to Clark. Clark down baseline, going up against McElroy. Picks up his dribble, gets it out there. Now it's the top of the key to Birdsell. Birdsell, three-pointer on the way. Clark with the rebound. He puts up the return. That one is good. 22-9. Bargfried has the ball quickly across the timeline. Chase Flaherty trying to guard him. Bargfried gets it out top now to Horn. Horn back over to Bargfried. Three-pointer on the way. Long, no good. Bounced out of bounds. That's going to be off the Wildcats. Gales maintain possession. 3:46 left. I think they're going to say didn't hit the rim and no possession, so it's going to be Gale ball, but only 23 seconds on the shot clock. 3:46 left here in the second quarter. Gales are up 22-9. Inbound ball to Gallus on the left-hand side. Gallus works it into the free throw line. Over in the corner to Koopman. Koopman's three-pointers off that time. He is 3 for 4. Clark gets the rebound, gets it to Birdsell. Chase Flaherty working down. Nobody there as he comes inside. Rejection! Oh, my goodness! That was just a high-reaching rejection by Horn as he then got the ball out to Gallus, who went coast to coast and on the left-hand side. 24-9. Gales up by 15. Oh, that ball got slapped hard. He's going to have Wilson imprinted on his palm, or maybe that ball is going to have Hunter's palm print imprinted on it. That was just smacked around. Here comes Birdsell across the timeline, working on the offense. Over to Flaherty. Jackson tries to drive in. He comes in, tries to go free throw line. Nice spin move. He comes around. He got it up over Koopman. Koopman almost had his fingers on that one. I thought he had it for a second, but he got it right over him. It's up and in, 24-11. Horn picks up the ball. He comes in just inside the three-pointer. Nice little 18-footer, up and good. 2:57 remaining. Gales up, 26-11. Birdsell has the ball right-hand side over to Jackson Flaherty. Flaherty going baseline against Miracle. Koopman right on him to cover for Miracle. They give it up top now to the other Flaherty. Back to Jackson. Jackson at three-point line up to Chase. Chase over to Birdsell. Birdsell looking for a pick by Clark. He gets it. They switch off. Koopman picked him up. 13 on the shot clock. They get it back outside to Jackson Flaherty. Three-pointer on the way. In and out. Rebounded on that one. Going to be by Clark. No good. Rebounded by Horn. Gallus still on the ground, getting up slow. He got funked on that one. I think they're going to call. They got a hold on this one. I think they called that on Clark. So offensive hold down here. Stops the clock. Well, they haven't put that one up on the board yet. They did hold Clark's number up. Called a foul. Haven't seen it yet. Not sure what's going on here. I thought he said 33. Yeah, Clark's. Now they're trying to figure out who it was. Who do you want to pick? So they don't know who the foul's on, but there's a foul. 10. They're going to give it to Chase Flaherty. No, Chase is saying that's not me. They're twins, ladies and gentlemen. They look a lot alike. Nope, they give it to Chase anyway. Chase is like, I wasn't even there. Doesn't matter. He got the foul. All right, Barkfried has the ball right-hand side. Back up top to McElroy. Gets it to Koopman. Koopman all the way across to Miracle. Inside pass. Nice little shot by Horn. It missed. Rebound by Koopman. Missed. Horn goes up. No good, but he's going to get fouled. I think they're going to call Clark on that one. I keep wanting to say Dane Cook. And those of you know the comedian Dane Cook, that's not nice. It's Dane Clark. So, yep, Clark called the foul. That's his first foul. 2:08 left in the half. Remember, coming up at halftime is going to be the Loftus-Weiler halftime show. Stick around for that. We're going to have our interview with Coach C.J. Tracy of the girls team here during halftime. First shot by Horn is up and it just off to the left-hand side. No good. So Horn with 6 points tonight. Right now we have Koopman, high scorer with 11. Remember, he has one field goal and 3 three-pointers as he came alive in that first quarter, knocking him down when the Gales needed a little bit of a push. He was the one to give it to him. Second shot being lined up here by Horn as he looks to score yet another free throw. And it's good. String music on that one. Could call him harp. Here comes Birdsell bringing the ball across there for the Wildcats. Gives it to Flaherty. Flaherty over to the other Flaherty. Flaherty works it to the top of the key. Gives it back to Birdsell, right-hand side. Down to Hansen. I want to believe that's Hansen. Yep, Chris Hansen. Chase Hansen. A lot of chases out there. Chase Flaherty, Chase Hansen. They give it to Birdsell. Birdsell fakes a three-pointer, couple of spin moves. They get the ball loose on the ground, intercepted. Here comes Horn coming up against everybody. He goes into the lane. Oh, foul on that one's going to be called by Jackson Flaherty. Horn was basically going to make that one go down hard, I think. And Flaherty got in there and caused the foul. So Horn's going to go to the line rather than getting the dunk. Minute 39, 27-11, 16-point lead for the Gales. And that's going to be the second foul on Jackson Flaherty. Had he gotten that other one, that'd be 3 fouls on him, and his brother would have none. But they haven't got that figured out yet. So Horn goes up for the shot. It's good. 28-11, 17-point lead here for the Gales. Minute 39 remains in the second quarter. One shot. Every time I say one shot, I think of Eminem. Now people are having that song running through their head, and I apologize. Here comes Hunter Horn. Well, I really don't. That's a good song. Second shot is up and good. They call warning, or are they going to call a foul? Koopman went in. He did touch the ball. It went through. So basically interference. So I don't know if that's a foul or a warning. His name didn't go up, so you don't get to interfere with it. You get a warning on that one. Here come the Wildcats as they bring the ball across. Birdsell across the timeline, minute 35 remaining. 29-11. Hanson, top of the key, gets it to Birdsell. Birdsell gets it into Davies. Davis, top of the key. Hanson drives in, not there. Birdsell, top of the key, foot on the line. It's only a 2 if it goes. Yep, they got it. He was on the line. 2 points. Inbound pass comes to McElroy. McElroy gets it to Miracle. Full court press being put on by the Wildcats. Broken by the Gales. They get the ball to Gallus. Gallus to Miracle at the free throw line. He gets it down to Hunter. Right-hand corner. Hunter wants to go baseline. It's not there for him. Over to McElroy, left-hand side. Hunter, three-pointer on the way. Good. Oh, nails it. That's going to be his 12th point of the game. 56 points, seconds remaining. Gales up 32-13, so 19-point lead here. Nice move on that one as Birdsell goes baseline. Blocked by Horn. Koopman gets the ball, and they're going to call a foul on Birdsell as he grabbed onto Koopman. He's not happy with that call. He thinks, no, I didn't do that. Yeah, you did. We saw it. So Gales are going to go, I believe, to the line shooting. Yep, so Koopman's going to shoot after Birdsell tied him up on that one. That's going to be Birdsell's second foul. And Koopman gets to shoot too. 45 seconds left while he's getting ready to shoot. You want to say, hey, think about Fort Frenzy and Godfathers, where it's all fun and games, complete with attractions, a pizza buffet, an arcade. There's something fun for all members of the family, located on 1st Avenue South in Fort Dodge. Thank you, Fort Frenzy and Godfathers, for your sponsorship. First shot off the back of the rim, no good. As Koopman, a 68.8% free throw shooter. Now, mind you, he's been running and doing a lot of stuff here, and I'm going to be tired, and I imagine he is too. I get tired just watching these guys. Of course, they're in shape, and I'm old and fat. Second shot by Koopman. That one's good. Rolls it over the front of the rim. Gales go up by 20, 33-13, 45 seconds remaining here in the half. Birdsell's going to bring the ball, set up the offense for the Wildcats. Pick set by Davies. Switch on that one. Birdsell gets it out to Chase Flaherty. Chase Flaherty, three-pointer from the left-hand side. It's good. 33-16. Gales get the ball to Gallus. 27 seconds, no shot clock. They get the ball to Koopman. Koopman to the center court, gives it to Korn. Down in the corner to McElroy, wide open. He doesn't want it. He gives it to Koopman. Koopman doesn't have a shot. He takes it back out. He better get out of the lane. He did. All right. Gallus to Horn. 13 seconds left. You got plenty of time here. Set up the offense. Horn calls everybody off, says we're going to set this up. He's working up top of the key. Gets it over to McElroy. McElroy, three-pointer on the way. No good. 2 seconds left. Shot is up by the Wildcats. Good if it goes, and it misses. Going into halftime, the Gales lead 33-16, and that's going to be Gale basketball here on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com. Remember, stick around. Loffesweiler halftime show coming at you.
From the heartbeat of local radio to cutting-edge digital campaigns, Connoisseur Media connects communities like no one else. Since 2004, we've been amplifying local voices, creating unforgettable moments, and helping brands truly shine. Whether it's radio advertising, digital marketing, or video content, we build connections that matter. Ready to engage your audience? Visit connoisseurmedia.com today or call us at 955-5656.
Big news! Fort and Schlegel CPA is now Trailhead CPAs and Advisors. While our name has changed, our commitment to being your trusted advisor remains the same. We're still focused on you and your business, not just handling accounting tasks, but guiding your financial journey with expert advice and real-time solutions. Visit us at facebook.com/MW.
To the Loffesweiler halftime show. We'll take a look at first half statistics, and they're going to have an interview here with Coach C.J. Tracy, the girls' coach, after their victory over the Wildcats. Loffesweiler offering professional guidance with personal and specialized attention before, during, and after the loss of a loved one. Their reputation for honesty and integrity is very well known, and it is their most valuable asset. Joining us now is Coach C.J. Tracy. Thank you for joining us, Coach. Congratulations, 13-4.
Yes, thank you very much.
Going into selection committee time.
Yeah, these girls just amaze me every time out. A lot of things going on tonight in tonight's game, but they continued to battle, do what they needed to do to come out with a win.
Yeah, the refs were letting them play. That's how I'm going to say it.
We'll say let them play, but also calling 44 fouls.
Yes. I mean, amazing, wasn't it? It was. Rob gave me the statistic and something, I don't remember what he said. It was like 41 field goal or free throw shot, over 40 free throws being shot in the game.
I didn't total that part up. Somebody told me 44 free throws or 44 fouls and like 52 free throws.
Well, then that could be wrong. Rob and I up here trying to do numbers, and we're not real good at maths. All right. So, Edenhorn, another terrific outing, double-double, 22 points, 15 rebounds. I think she's just padding her stats at this point.
Yeah, and the thing is, it wasn't even like, the other night on Friday, she had a missed shot inside, got a rebound, missed it again, got her own rebound, got it again, got like 3 or 4 rebounds that way. But tonight, that wasn't the case. I thought she shot the ball up very efficiently. She was able to finish inside through contact. And I think Dana Becker told me she made the first 14 points for us in the fourth quarter.
I would have no doubt about that. I don't keep track of those things because, well, I can't, and that's just the honest truth. But then you had Abby Huss knocking down 4 threes.
We look really, really good when we get the inside game going, and then when teams start crashing in, we're able to knock down those outside shots. Between Chloe, Abby, and Sophia, those 3 are very capable shooters. Chloe, I don't know if Chloe shot a 3 tonight. Oh, she did, because she hit one in the first half in the corner.
Right.
She knocked that down. I think she missed another one later. Sophia wasn't feeling 100%, but she still battled, and hit a couple shots for us. And Abby, just came through when we needed her. The one at the end of the third quarter gave us a little bit of an adrenaline boost and gave us some momentum going into the fourth to get us to where we could extend that lead out.
Yeah, I told the audience it would have been nice if you let them score 2 more points, then the score would have been 63-36, and I love my palindromes. And so, but 63-34, I'll take. I'll let it go this time.
Not a numbers guy, but you know what a palindrome is. Okay.
No, yeah. Well, it's because it's obscure. If it's obscure, I'm going to notice these or remember these things. All righty. So, Pocahontas on Thursday.
Yes. They're going to fly around the court and come after us. So the big thing then is just we got to take care of the basketball. They're going to press us. They're going to come after you, from one end of the floor to the other. So we just play our game, take care of the basketball, and continue to play solid defense. So we got a couple days to prepare. Then we get the selection show. The Union's doing something a little different this year. 3:45 on Thursday. They're doing kind of like the NCAA does.
Oh, they are doing okay.
They're going to reveal the brackets at 3:45, and then everything will be posted on Bound at 4. So we're going to do a little gathering as a team and get together and just kind of watch the selection show.
Very nice. You could go to the sports page. They have 44 televisions.
We're not going there because normally the JV's here at 3:45 to warm up and get ready.
Okay.
The game at 4:30. So we'll find a classroom, pull it up, and watch it there.
Gotcha. That's probably fair. All righty. But, yeah, so in 13-4, like you said, and we were going through, your losses are 2 to Algona and Clear Lake and Garrigan, all of whom have incredibly, large winning records. They're 10-1, 12-1. And they're 3A teams except for Garrigan.
Garrigan's ranked number 2 in 1A.
Right.
Clear Lake, the one time we lost to them, they were ranked 14th in 3A. Algona, both times they've been ranked 15th in 3A. So we've lost, all our losses are very quality losses.
Yes.
They are games that I feel like we could have won. But, we didn't. So it's a learning experience, and what we're going to get out of it moving forward is just going to make us better down the stretch around here and going into postseason.
Excellent. And then hopefully with that kind of record, we'll get a couple of home games to start the tourney up.
I'm hoping for 3. I saw a prediction. Cedar Rapids Gazette usually does a prediction type thing. Right now they have us predicted as getting a first round bye, which, I'd be okay with. I would love to play a game so we could compete, but
also nice to have a time to lick any wounds you may have and get another practice in.
Yeah, just get a little bit healthier and, so that we can prepare ourselves for those.
All righty. Well, thank you very much for joining us. Congratulations, and we look forward to seeing where things are on Thursday night.
Sounds good. Thank you, Lance.
All right, have a great night.
You too.
All righty. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Coach CJ Tracy with us. We'll go back to studio. This is Gale Basketball on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
From the heartbeat of local radio to cutting-edge digital campaigns, Connoisseur Media connects communities like no one else. Since 2004, we've been amplifying local voices, creating unforgettable moments, and helping brands truly shine. Whether it's radio advertising, digital marketing, or video content, we build connections that matter. Ready to engage your audience? Visit connoisseurmedia.com today or call us at 955-5656.
Big news! Fort and Schlegel CPA is now Trailhead CPAs and Advisors. While our name has changed, our commitment to being your trusted advisor remains the same. We're still focused on you and your business, not just handling accounting tasks, but guiding your financial journey with expert advice and real-time solutions. Visit us at facebook.com/MWAG Advisors.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community, where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau Agent Jessica Miracle in Fort Dodge today.
Top of the key, Birdsell. Oh, he goes for a three-pointer, rejected by Koopman. That ball is not going to be able to be buried in the Jewish cemetery because it just got tattooed. Wildcats still have the ball. They end up trying to work it inside. It's not there. There's going to be a collision of two people as Koopman tried to intercept the pass, and Birdsell and him ran into each other. Birdsell's going to get this in for the Wildcats. Gallus brings the ball across the timeline for the Gales, gets it to Horn. Horn outside the three-point line, comes baseline, right-hand side. Passes it back out to Gallus. Gallus loses the handle. It's loose on the ground. Ball is turned. Oh, nice move by Koopman as he just scooped the ball. Got it to Gallus, who managed a layup. Gales are up 8-5. Flaherty working up against Bargfried. Clark trying to set a couple of picks. No good. Bargfried works through the picks. Now it goes to Chase Flaherty. Flaherty tries to go inside to Gallus. Gallus steals it. He gets it off to McElroy. 1 second left. Three-pointer on the way. Good if it goes. And he wins. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. That was just, he was floating. Koopman's three-pointers off that time. He is 3 for 4. Clark gets the rebound, gets it to Birdsell. Chase Flaherty working down. Nobody there as he comes inside. Rejection. Oh, my goodness. That was just a high-reaching rejection by Horn as he then got the ball out to Gallus, who went coast to coast and on the left-hand side. 24-9. Gales up by. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the final half of our doubleheader here as the Gales are taking on the Wildcats, leading 33-16 here at half. I want to say the halftime stats. We got some stats in there, but, all we really want to know, we got the score, and the big thing is we've got Koopman with 12 points off of 3 3-pointers, 1 field goal, and 1 free throw, and Horn with 12 points right now. Where they're at with rebounds, not 100% sure. Things are kind of going on there at halftime. I didn't get a chance to look at all the stats, but they're looking good here for the Gales as they're also. Now, this is a different game than the one that was played up in Humboldt, if you remember back in December when we went up to Humboldt. A lot closer there at halftime and everything. Now, I'm not saying they've got this one wrapped up, but I am saying they're playing a heck of a lot better than they did, and they've got Humboldt on their heels rather than Humboldt having us on our heels. So that's Gale basketball here at the gymnasium as I'm trying to get everything sorted back together. I'm trying to catch my breath. Good to go here. All righty. So, possession arrow, begin the half. Here come the Wildcats. They're going to get the ball. They trail. Gales lead 33-16. Birdsell has the ball. He's working over there. Gets the ball to Chase Flaherty. Flaherty gives it to Jackson. Flaherty working down the right-hand side back to Chase. Three-pointer on the way from him. Nice move. That was like he stepped into it. That's how you want your players to shoot those three. He makes it. 33-15 Gales lead. Horn has the ball for the Gales. He's coming across, comes up to the free throw line, over to Gallus. Gallus working from the left-hand side. They get it to McElroy. McElroy brings the ball back to center. Gives it to Gallus. Gallus works the right-hand side. In the corner to Koopman. Koopman tries to get to Bargfried. Pass gets deflected back to Koopman. Bargfried has it. He comes in. 8-foot little floater. It's up and good. That was a nice basketball shot, too. 35-19. Gales lead by 16 here. 22. Birdsell brings the ball across the timeline. He drives in the middle against Horn. Not there, but he does get it into Valley. Davis. Davis went in for the shot, and I think they're going to call a late foul on that one. They're going to say he was fouled on the shot, so they're going to call that on Koopman. So Koopman got him on the arm. Davis will go to the line shooting two, and that's going to be the second foul on Koopman, the first team foul for the Gales, and the first foul of the quarter. Davis is a 35% free throw shooter. First shot is no good. Nobody on the line for the Wildcats on this one. I think they're just basically saying, yes, you can have the rebound if he misses. And he does. That was incredibly strange. Nobody on the line. So Gales have the ball. Full court press being set here. Quickly beat by the Gales. McElroy has the ball. He comes into the free throw line. Bounce pass underneath the Gallus. It's intercepted by Birdsell. Birdsell trying to rush the tempo. Gets it into the corner to Chase Flaherty. Flaherty gets a three-pointer on the way. Long rebound. Koopman gets it as he comes up across the timeline. Here's McElroy now. Left-hand side working it to the center to Gallus. Gallus over to Koopman. Koopman taking his time, not rushing any passes. Gallus left, and Horn inside in the lane. He goes up, no good on the hook, gets his own rebound, puts it up. Second shot's no good, and it goes out of bounds. So that was one rebound and two missed shots. Here comes Birdsell. I was told at halftime I'm supposed to do a Declan update. Here's the update on Declan. Last night, Declan, at about 12:45, I got a text. He was supposed to be sleeping, and he was up, hanging out with his mom. He's huge nowadays, folks. All right, we got a foul underneath as once again, Horn goes straight up against Davis and blocked the shot, so naturally that's a foul. Under the new rules of basketball, blocking the ball is a foul if you don't jump, I guess. So still nobody on the line. To the line shooting now is going to be Valley Davis. Again, two more shots. He is 0 for 0. Actually, he's 0 for 2. His first shot is up. This one is good. So he is maintaining that one of every three that he makes right now. 6-11. Gales up by 15. 35-20. As Davis lines up the second shot. This one on the way, and it's good. So he's 50% now on his 4 free throws here in the second half. Full court press. I got the ball to Bargfried to McElroy. McElroy on the right-hand side. He comes all the way back. Got a couple of seconds to get to the cross timeline, and they do. Gallus has the ball. Get it to Bargfried in the corner. They get it to Horn at the free throw line. Horn takes it from just back off the free throw line, bounces around, no good. Davis with the rebound, gets it to Birdsell. Over to Jackson Flaherty. Jackson working it. He loses the handle, but Birdsell picks it up. Tap bounced right into his hand. Birdsell trying to drive inside. They give it to Hansen. Hansen top of the key. He gives it over. Now it's in the corner to Jackson Flaherty. Jackson brings it up to center. Gives it to Chase Flaherty. Chase back over to Birdsell. Birdsell working the left-hand side. They try to get inside. They do. Davis back door. Then over to Hansen. Right-hand side three-pointer on the way. It's no good. Rebounded by Gallus. And they give the ball to Miracle and quickly to Bargfried. Bargfried working down, gets it to Horn. Horn, right-hand side in the corner, gets it to McElroy, who's making a cut inside. And, that looked like a travel to me, but I'm not. He got it back to Horn. Horn goes in for the layup, misses the shot, but they're going to call foul on that one. I agree. I thought that even the Humboldt player was saying that it looked like a travel. I thought it was a travel, too. He took a step, two, and then landed on both feet after not making the shot. Excuse me. Maybe the ball got knocked that I missed. I don't know. Anyway, so the foul on that one is going to be Chris Hansen. Horn goes to the line shooting 2. 12 points right now. First shot is up and good. Horn's got most of his points so far on free throws. He's got 5 rebounds. So working it pretty hard here. 5 minutes, 6 seconds left. Gale's now up by 15 as he makes his second attempt. Shot is on the way. It's off the front of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Hansen. They get the ball to Birdsell. Birdsell going to set up the offense now for the Gales. He gets it over to Jackson. Jackson Flaherty to the top of the key to Hansen. Hansen back to Birdsell. Left-hand side, inside. Trying to get it to Davis. Davis working in against Horn. Couple of moves, not there. Outside to Jackson. Jackson takes a three-pointer. No good. Horn gets the rebound. And they call a push on Horn on that one. So that's going to be Horn's second foul, I believe. He's not sure how he got called on that one, but that's going to be the second team foul. Third team foul, pardon me, for the Gales here in the quarter. Humboldt gets to inbound the ball. Quick inbound pass to Hansen. Way back towards half court. He's going against Bargfried. He comes into the lane. Nothing there. Oh, Miracle just steals the ball. And then Flaherty stole the ball from Miracle. Flaherty coming down. Gives the ball to Birdsell. Birdsell, three-pointer on the way. It's no good. And McElroy gets the rebound. And he's going to be fouled this time by Chase Flaherty. And Flaherty's going to pick up his second foul. I don't know what they're going to call that. It was on the arm. It was actually in the face. That's his second foul. So Gales are going to take the ball out underneath their Wildcat basket. Here comes Bargfried. Back to Gallus. Full court press being set by the Wildcats. Horn has the ball left-hand side. Down in the corner to Miracle. Three-pointer on the way. In and out. No good. Gallus gets the rebound. He goes up. It's going to be stripped. Oh, nice move on that as Hansen inbounded the ball. He got it. He was going out of bounds. Threw it in. Got it to Chase Flaherty. Now it's Birdsell. Birdsell trying to drive into the lane. Pushing off on Gallus. Three-pointer by Chase on the way. No good. Rebound tipped around and gotten by Horn. Horn gives it quickly to McElroy. McElroy into the lane. Gives it back to Horn. Horn can't handle the ball. It's going to go out of bounds, but off of the Wildcats. So McElroy could have gotten the layup. He saw Horn coming down. Thought he would give it to him for the layup. It got knocked out of bounds, I think, off of Hansen. Doesn't matter. It was off the Wildcats. But we got a timeout here, folks. So let's go back to studio. This is Gale Basketball on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com. Welcome back, Gale fans. Here we are at Gale Gymnasium. After the timeout, Gales have the ball underneath their own basket here. 28 seconds on the shot clock as they look to increase the lead a little bit more. 15 points has kind of been the point differential for quite a while here. So hoping to extend that lead out here. They get the ball into Bargfried in the bottom left corner. He gets it up to the top of the key to Gallus. Over to Horn. Horn working outside the three-point line. He's going to drive in against Clark. Outside to Gallus. Gallus works the left hand, comes into the lane. Couple of nice moves, but goes back out to Horn. Horn one-on-one against Clark. Gets him into the lane. He goes for a floater. No good. Rebounded by Jackson Flaherty. Flaherty coming quickly down. Gets the ball to Clark. Clark goes baseline. Couple of nice spin moves. Tries to go over Horn. Shot's no good. It's going to be out of bounds. New player there. We got Levi Reich in. Or Reek. I think it's Reich. R-I-E-C-K. Gales are going to get the ball back. 36-21, still up by 15. Ball's quickly brought up by McElroy. He's double-teamed, gets through it, and they're going to call a foul. They're going to call a reach on that one. I think they're going to call it on Either Chase or Jackson. One of the Flaherty brothers is going to get this one. Which one's it going to be? It's going to be Jackson. That's going to be his fourth. Nope, his third. I thought that was his fourth. Okay, so it's only his third foul. 3:20 left. Gales are going to get the ball out of bounds in front of their audience over there. Still up by 15. Inbound pass gets to McElroy. He works it left side of the center. Going up against Mac. Oh, nice move against Flaherty. Gets it to Koopman. Koopman puts up a floater. No good. Jackson Flaherty with the rebound. He has got quite a few rebounds tonight. I think he's already at 4 or 5. He works it down the right-hand side and makes a nice move. It's up to the top of the key to Reich. Over to Chase Flaherty. Chase Flaherty on the left-hand side. Top of the key back to Jackson. Jackson looking for a pick. Gets it. They switch. Koopman takes him. Now it's Birdsell against Gallus. Birdsell coming down the right-hand side. Not there. Quick move. They give it Chase Flaherty. Cherry Flaherty comes in. Free throw line area. Can't get it. Gets it into Reich. Reich tries a bounce pass in the middle. Not sure what they called on this one. They call a kick on that one. Okay. Sometimes you hear those whistles and you don't know what happened. And you're like, what are they calling now? That's a kick against the Gales. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Wildcats taking it out underneath their own hoop. They give it to Chase Flaherty. He's out, 3-point shot. It's up. Hits the rim, no good. Gallus gets the rebound. Here come the Gales. 2.5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Gales up by 15, 36-21. We've gone a long time again with no scoring. The Gales looking to start their momentum one more time. Koopman has the ball. He's working it into the lane. Goes up top. Over in the corner to Gallus. Gallus, nice move, but he pulls it back out. Working now back to center. Comes into the free throw line outside the Hunter. Horn, three-pointer on the way from the left-hand side. It's up, and it's good. Gales lead now, 39-28, 39-21, 18-point lead. Oh, numbers. Here come the Wildcats. Outside, three-point attempt there. Oh, off the board. 3-point attempt there. Shot and made by Jackson Flaherty. We have a timeout on the court. This is Gale basketball on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com. Thanks to a couple people, or maybe just one. Lindsey Simpson, American Family Insurance in Fort Dodge. Trust your insurance needs to Lindsey Simpson at American Family Insurance in Fort Dodge. Ask her about handling your property, life, vehicle, or farm and ranch insurance today. Contact Lindsey at 515-855-7000 and get a free quote. Check her out on Facebook, too, at LYNSEY Simpson, American Family Insurance. Thank you, Lindsey, for your support. Inbound pass to Bargfried. Full court press here. They get it to Miracle, who quickly gets it up and across the timeline. He's going down to the bottom corner. He's double-teamed, and they will call a reach. They call a travel. Again, you can, I guess, you travel when you get pushed, but that is technically a travel. Here comes the Wildcats. Birdsell has the ball, and he's going to bring it across half court. Gives it over to Reeks. Reek gets it over to Flaherty. Flaherty to the other Flaherty. Top of the key. Three-pointer on the way. No good. Jackson Flaherty gets the rebound, and they're going to call a block on Miracle. So block's going to be called. That's the fourth team foul. Minute 33 left. That's Miracle's first foul. Wildcats get the ball. Minute 33 full shot clock. They get the ball inbounded here. Reek has it top of the key. Gives it over to Chase Flaherty, right-hand side. To Jackson, driving underneath. He goes for a fall-away jumper. It's good. 13-point lead. McElroy brings the ball. He's double-teamed. They get it across the timeline. There's definitely a reach on that one. They finally call it. Reek was reaching in on Horn as Horn was coming down the lane. He made the shot, but they said before the shot, so it's on the ground. Kokendorfer getting a bit of an earful there with the ref, asking when are we going to start calling fouls, I think, as they are reaching in every time our players are trying to break that press. but nothing being called. They're letting him play. While still calling a lot of fouls, as was mentioned earlier. Horn has the ball. Just coming down the lane. Up against Clark. Clark gets the rebound. Horn missed. Horn just having a hard time finding that shot as he's not quite getting the distance on it that he needs tonight. Flaherty has the ball. Long shot from the free throw line. No good. Horn gets the rebound. Gets it quickly down to Gallus. Gallus drives into the lane against Birdsell. And they call travel, not a block. That is absolutely creative calling as Birdsell literally ran into him, and they call a block or call a travel. I do not know where they learned how to referee, but interesting adaptations of rules tonight. And again, you are technically traveling when someone knocks you down. All righty, so Flaherty has the ball up top. Over to Jackson. Jackson, three-pointer on the way. It's in and out, no good. McElroy gets the ball. Gales lead by 13. McElroy brings it across the timeline. He sets up the... Just got hit. No foul called. Here comes Bargfried. Bargfried gets the Horn, top of the key. Horn puts up the three-pointer. It's good. He nails another three. 42-26. Gales up by 16 now. 11 seconds left in the quarter. Birdsell brings it up, calling for last shot. Calls for a pick on Clark. He's going to try and go center. Not there. They give it to Wright. Wright gets it over to Flaherty. Flaherty comes into the baseline. Nothing doing. That's the whistle. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. That's third quarter. This is Gale Basketball on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community, where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Jessica Miracle in Fort Dodge today.
From the heartbeat of local radio to cutting-edge digital campaigns, Connoisseur Media connects communities like no one else. Since 2004, we've been amplifying local voices, creating unforgettable moments, and helping brands truly shine. Whether it's radio advertising, digital marketing, or video content, we build connections that matter. Ready to engage your audience? Visit connoisseurmedia.com today or call us at 955-5656.
Big news! Fort and Schlegel CPA is now Trailhead CPAs and Advisors. While our name has changed, our commitment to being your trusted advisor remains the same. We're still focused on you and your business, not just handling accounting tasks, but guiding your financial journey with expert advice and real-time solutions. Visit us at facebook.com/MWAG Advisors.
Back to the final corner of basketball. Gales get the ball to start the quarter. McElroy gets the backcourt pass and brings it up to set up the offense. They're going to call a foul. Going to call a block that time on Jackson Flaherty. So that is going to be Jackson's fourth foul, I believe. Finally, you're able to count that number of fouls, as I've said the wrong one 3 times. So beginning of the quarter, that's their first team foul, first foul of the quarter, and his fourth. Gallus is going to inbound the ball to McElroy. Guarantee you Jackson's going to give him a little more room now, which is always nice. They're trying to do a give and go. They got it to Hunter. He tried to backdoor pass to Bargfried, intercepted by Chase Flaherty. Chase gives it to Reek over to Birdsell. Birdsell works inside. They call it travel. He walked before he dribbled. All righty. So Gales get the ball, 42-26, 16-point lead, 7:39 remaining here in the game. Gales looking to extend to a 16-2 season so far. Here comes McElroy. He's being full court press. He gets it across to Horn. Horn gives it to Bargfried in the corner. Bargfried up at the three-pointer. It's good. He sinks it. I think that's Bargfried's 5th point for the game. It is. He had 1 field goal and now a three-pointer. But what a good time to make that shot. They get the ball to Davis. Davis puts it up. No good. Ball's loose on the rebound. And Gallus gets it. He's going to break away. Here comes the other Flaherty trying to block him. And Gallus puts up the shot. Shot's no good. Rebound on the ground. It's going to be picked up by Hansen. Hansen does an outlet pass to Birdsell. Here come the Wildcats. Birdsell pass down to Flaherty in the corner. He tries to drive into lane against Horn. A fadeaway jumper. No good. Davis with the rebound. At the key, here comes Hansen. Nope, back out to Davis. Davis, three-pointer from the corner. He gets that one. All righty now. Gales up 45-29, 16-point lead. Across the timeline, Oh, and picked by that time. Jackson Flaherty gets the interception on that one. And, he misses the layup as he takes it down. Gallus got the rebound. He comes across court and gets it to McElroy, over to Hunter, who comes across the timeline on the right-hand side. He's coming up against Hansen. Gets to the free throw line. Back to McElroy. McElroy being guarded by Jackson Flaherty. Flaherty having 4 fouls. McElroy at the free throw line. Over to Koopman. Koopman has it left-hand side. He looks to work it inside. Not there. All the way across to McElroy. McElroy on the right-hand side. 9 seconds on the shot clock. McElroy looking to drive in. He goes baseline. Comes all the way around. Puts it in. Reverse layup. It's up and good. 47-29. Gales back up now by 18. 6 minutes left here in the game. Birdsell has the ball. Comes down the right-hand side. Up against Horn. He's trying to drive into the lane. He does. Gets around Horn. Comes in. Puts up the layup. No good. And the rebound goes to McElroy. McElroy gets the ball across the timeline to Bargfried. Bargfried sets it up. Gives it to Gallus. Gallus in the bottom right-hand side. Back up top now to Koopman. Koopman looking for someone to make a cut. Gives it to Hunter. Horn comes into the lane. He makes a nice spin move. They collapse on him. He moves around everybody. Got rejected on Valley on that one. Puts up the second shot. No good. Rebound still alive by Koopman. He gives it to Bargfried. Bargfried got slapped on that one. No foul. They're going to call clean rejection. Last time I saw a rejection, that unclean. Nope, not going to go there. Out of bounds on the Wildcats. Gales get the ball. 31 seconds on the shot clock. No foul called. Quick pass out to Bargfried. Bargfried, three-pointer from the corner. Up and good. Not going to call the foul. I'll do it anyway. So in it goes. So up now, 50-29, 21-point lead. Birdsell has the ball. He tries to work it left-hand side. They do a nice little move. That was actually a nice move. Birdsell went right. Davies went left. He went down the left side of the lane. Birdsell pass was a little hot for him. He couldn't keep his hands on it. It goes out of bounds. Gale get possession. 5:04 remaining in the game. Full court press here being set up. They get the ball into Bargfried. Bargfried gets the ball to Koopman. Koopman across court to Gallus. Gallus gets it to the timeline. He comes across. Gets it down. He comes into the lane against Davis. Loses the handle. It's picked up by Davis. Davis gets it to Birdsell. Here come the Wildcats. Birdsell working top of the key. He comes down right side again. Up against Gallus. Not any good. To Davis. In the corner to Chase Flaherty. Chase tries to go inside. Not there. Davis, three-pointer on the way. It's good. Timeout called now by the Wildcats. We're going to go ahead and take a break. This is Gale Basketball on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community, where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau Agent Jessica Miracle in Fort Dodge today.
From the heartbeat of local radio to cutting-edge digital campaigns, Connoisseur Media connects communities like no one else. Since 2004, we've been amplifying local voices, creating unforgettable moments, and helping brands truly shine. Whether it's radio advertising, digital marketing, or video content, we build connections that matter. Ready to engage your audience? Visit connoisseurmedia.com today or call us at 955-5656.
Back, Gale fans, remember to stick around at the end of the game for the Daniel Tire post-game show. For 100 years, Daniel Tire has been the place to go for tires, automotive service, and Fort Dodge. If you need tires replaced, Daniel Tire has the replacement tire to fit your needs from brands you trust. Stop by and see them at 520 First Avenue South in Fort Dodge. After the timeout, Gales have possession, come across the timeline. McElroy running the offense. Gets it over to Koopman, left-hand side. Bargfried a little further down the left. Top of the key to Gallus. Right-hand side, it goes over to McElroy, who catches Hunter cutting in. He's out on the right-hand side, loses the handle, gets the ball back, and they're going to call, I think a timeout was called on that one. Yep, timeout's called, so we're going to go ahead, go back to studio again. Oh, no, we'll stay here. I think it's only going to be a 30-second timeout. And with that, we'll read a couple and thank a couple sponsors. Let's thank Kemna Auto of Fort Dodge. Test drive one of their all-new electric vehicles. Kemna Auto of Fort Dodge at 10th Avenue South, or 10th South 25th Street. Driven to serve and powered by you. Thank you, Kemna, for your support. Community Tap and Pizza. They're a great place to take the family or just hang out with your friends. Have a great meal with no work needed. They've got it covered for you. Community Tap and Pizza, located on 5th Avenue South in Fort Dodge. Thank you, Community Tap. And Dan Flattery, State Farm Insurance in Fort Dodge. Contact Dan at 515-955-7187 today for the best home, auto, and life insurance rates. Get a free quote. Check him out at danflattery.com. And we're getting back here to play as the Gales have the ball. 13 seconds on the shot clock. They're going to get to take it out in front of their own studio audience here. Home court advantage there. Backcourt pass to McElroy. He's going to come up across the timeline. 10 seconds on the shot clock now. They give it to Horn. Horn on the left-hand side. Back to McElroy. 5-4. Bargfried steps in. Gives it back to McElroy. To Horn in the corner. Nope. That's going to be shot clock violation. They didn't get it off before the buzzer rang. So, Gales lose the advantage on that one. Lose a chance to go. They're up by 18. 4 minutes left. Wildcats are going to bring the ball in. Here comes Birdsell. Gives the ball to Chase Flaherty over to Hansen. Hansen working the left-hand side. Back to Chase on the right. He comes to center. Up against McElroy. Tries to take it inside. They give it to Birdsell. Birdsell comes into the lane against Hunter Horn. It doesn't fall. Clark gets the rebound. Nice spin-around jump as he puts that in. 50-34. 16-point lead. Full court press on. They get the ball to Gallus. Back to McElroy. McElroy's going to come across the timeline. They call a reach on that one. Looks like there's a little bit of chitter-chatter going on there. It's getting a little chippy. They're going to call Chase Flaherty on that one. So that's going to be Chase's third. I think we got another timeout called. All right. With that timeout, we're going to have to go back to studio. This is a full timeout. So Gale basketball here on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
Big news! Fort and Schlegel CPA is now Trailhead CPAs and Advisors. While our name has changed, our commitment to being your trusted advisor remains the same. We're still focused on you and your business, not just handling accounting tasks, but guiding your financial journey with expert advice and real-time solutions. Visit us at facebook.com/MWAG Advisors.
Back. Gales get the ball quickly across the court as they give it to Hunter Horn down to the bottom left. Back to Gallus. Gallus is going to work it up to the top of the key. Left-hand side to Horn. Horn sitting outside the three-point line. Cutting in comes McElroy. They give it to Bargfried. Bargfried steps inside the three-point. It's up and good. 24-inch shot. It's golden. And the Gales go up 52-34. 18-point lead. 3:09 left in the game. Birdsell working down the right-hand side. They quickly try to get it. They do. They get it inside to Clark. Clark with another nice fadeaway move. He's got a pretty fadeaway. And I'll tell you what, he's going to be a strong competitor as the years come along. Horn gets the ball. He comes into the lane. Oh, nice job. Left-handed layup. It's up and in. Horn now has 12 points on the night. Pardon me. He's got 21. They sneak up on you. Holy cow. All right. That's a lot of difference. That's 9-point difference that I wasn't paying attention to. Over in the corner now to Hansen. Hansen gives the ball up top to Davies. Davies back to Birdsell, right-hand side. Makes a nice move. Tries to get inside. Not there. Here comes Hansen driving down. They give it to Clark. 11 on the shot clock. Ends up getting inside back door behind all the defenders. To Hansen. He puts it up, and it's good. 54-38. 16-point lead. Another timeout called. All righty, folks. This is a full timeout. We're going to stay here instead of going back to studio. I want to thank Trailhead CPA PC. Your Trailhead CPA is your trusted advisor, formerly Fort and Schlegel CPA PC. Trailhead's focus is you and your business with over 100 years of experience in agriculture, accounting, and taxation. You can trust Trailhead CPA PC will be here to consistently advise you on all your financial needs. Check out Trailhead CPA on Facebook. Remember, Trailhead CPA is also one of our sponsors for the video production that's going on tonight. So thank them for not only sponsoring the broadcast, but the video broadcast. ServPro Fort Dodge. They provide 24-hour emergency service and is the area's #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. They handle the cleanup jobs that you wouldn't want anything to do with, serving Webster, Calhoun, Hamilton, Pocahontas, and Wright counties. Call them at 955-4009. That's 515-955-4009. Like it never even happened. Okay, here we go, folks. The final 2.5 minutes, 2:21 to be precise, as the Gales get to inbound it underneath the Wildcat basket. Long pass to McElroy. He beats the defense completely. He goes in for the layup. It's good. He was guarded there by Thiesfeld, who just could not catch up to him. Gales are now up by 18, 56-38, 2:10 remaining. Chase Flaherty working the top of the key. He tries to drive into the lane. Not there. They give it to Clark. Clark working at the free throw line, picks up his dribble, gives it to Hansen. Hansen tries to come in also. Not there. Back up top to Chase Flaherty. Chase picks up the dribble. Long pass. Ooh, saved on that one. About went up over and back, but Davies keeps it. He's coming into the lane, gets stripped, but gets it back. It's in the corner now to Clark. Clark goes to put up a three-pointer. Knocked out of the park. Oh, my goodness. There's a lot of parks that might not have been out of, like Yellowstone, Denali. As hard as that was hit by Koopman, holy cow. I think the person in the top row in the visitor section now has Wilson embedded on their forehead. Okay, they finally got the ball back. They're going to get some playtime going here. Inbound, 3 seconds on the shot clock as they get it into Clark. Clark, same thing. Shot, fadeaway jumper, doesn't touch the rim, doesn't matter. Horn gets the rebound, minute 38. He brings it down. Gales up by 18. They get it to Clark, or Gallus, top of the key. Inside to Koopman. Koopman brings it back out. Gales have nothing but time on their side. The clock is their friend. Here comes McElroy holding the ball up top. 19 on the shot clock. He drives into the lane. Slipped. Didn't get called for a travel, but it goes out of bounds. It was tipped out of bounds on that one. So Gales maintain possession. Real quick substitution. Out goes Chase Flaherty, and in comes Rubel. Out goes Hansen, and in comes Gears. With a name like Gears coming from Humboldt, I wonder if he's related to Father Ed Gears. Father Ed was one of my religion teachers back in high school and is currently the pastor up in Humboldt, St. Mary's. Silly information that I have that maybe people don't want to know, but I do know, so I'm going to pass it on. Logan Hansen coming in, Horn going out. Horn walking out with 21 points. Another nice number for him this evening as we put him up. So we've got Hansen, Miracle, Gallus, Bargfried, and McElroy. Gallus gets the ball. He's up top of the key. He's driving in. He's at the free throw line. Spin. Got ball picked out of his pocket. Ends up in the hands of Rubel. Rubel brings the ball across the timeline for the Wildcats. Being brought inside now by Thiesfeld. Floater up. No good. Hansen gets the rebound. Outlet pass now to McElroy. Coming up the left-hand side. Timeout called by coach. He's going to substitute people in. So looks like Loffesweiler's going to come in. Eanes going to come in. Royster's going to come in. Who else is that? Calvert's going to come in, and Moore. All right. The complete line change there for the Gales. Looks like a line change now also for the Wildcats. As they're going to play Thiesfeld. This is Zach Thiesfeld, the younger of the Thiesfelds. We're going to have Cooper Thiesfeld still in there, so two of them. We have Rubel still in. Still have Gears in, and then we have Nathan Lynch playing too. Loffesweiler, three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebound's going to go into the hands of Thiesfeld. That's Cooper Thiesfeld as he picks it up. Ooh, comes across the timeline quickly as he's being guarded by Calvert. Top of the key now in the hands of Thiesfeld, the other. Top of the key to Nathan Lynch. He loses the ball but picks it back up. Now they give it to Gears. Gears works the top of the key. 16 on the shot clock. He runs down the right-hand side. Back to Cooper Thiesfeld. Top of the key now to Zach Thiesfeld. Brother to brother or cousin to cousin. I'm not 100% sure. Now it's Cooper Thiesfeld. Oh, tipped out there. Rubel, 3 on the shot clock. I don't think he realizes. Shots up on the way. No good. That's a shot clock violation. Didn't hit the rim before the buzzer went. Why is that not a violation? Because he shot it? Oh, I didn't know it was like last second. I thought if it didn't hit the rim. See, I don't know these rules. Not that it matters. All right, so out on the Gales. Wildcats have the ball. 13 seconds left in the game. 56-38. Glad I got Rob here explaining stuff to me. Makes it better when your announcer knows what he's talking about. 10 seconds, 7 seconds, pardon me, up at the top of the key. Thiesfeld, they're just holding it. Rubel's got the ball. We got 2 seconds left in the game. That's going to be it. Gales are going to win tonight, 56-38, as they come away with another victory and up their record to 16-2. And the Wildcats fall to 9-7 on the season. We're going to go ahead and go back to studio. When we come back, it'll be the Daniel Tire halftime show and the player of the game. This is Gale Basketball on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com.
There are places where all roads lead to families providing for their loved ones and their community, where friends are found down every street. That's where you'll find us, taking time to get to know you, calling you by name, generation after generation. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau Agent Jessica Miracle in Fort Dodge today.
From the heartbeat of local radio to cutting-edge digital campaigns, Connoisseur Media connects communities like no one else. Since 2004, we've been amplifying local voices, creating unforgettable moments, and helping brands truly shine. Whether it's radio advertising, digital marketing, or video content, we build connections that matter. Ready to engage your audience? Visit connoisseurmedia.com today or call us at 955-5656.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Daniel Tire post-game show. This is Gale Basketball. The boys were victorious tonight, winning 56-38. We got some stats here for you, and if you hang on just a sec, I'll put them all together and let you know where things lie. All righty. So let's talk points and players. To begin with, the lowest scorer for the starting five for the Gales is Grant Gallus with 6 points. He had 5 rebounds and 4 assists. Then we had Jack McElroy, 7 points with 1 rebound and 5 assists. Up next, we had Carson Bargfried, 10 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist. Koopman with 12 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists. But of those 12 points, remember, 9 of them were three-pointers, something he's not shooting very often. And then Hunter Horn with 8 rebounds and 21 points. Of those 8 points, 6 of them came off of free throws. So not a lot of free throws shot. For the first half, Gales were 6 of 8 and 7 and 10 total on the end of the game. And then only 4 free throws shot for the Wildcats, and they were 2 for 4 at 50%. So the Gales win. We're going to have our player of the game here tonight. Player of the game is brought to you by Sports Page Bar and Grill. Bring out the entire family to enjoy your favorite teams. They have 44 flat screen TVs. You can enjoy your favorite meal and drink while you enjoy the game at Sports Page Bar and Grill in Fort Dodge. Tonight's player of the game is going to go to Hunter Horn. Horn, remember in the first quarter, the Gales had a hard time getting things started. He knocked down 3 threes to kind of fuel that engine and get things going for the Gales. So congratulations, Jacob Koopman, as you get player of the game tonight in a very nice victory. And again, Gales moved to 16-2. In a little bit here, Coach K will be up to have his post-game interview, and we'll kind of wait for that. While we're waiting, I do have one last sponsor I want to say thank you to as soon as I can find it, because sometimes, like we've noticed, Lance loses his papers. Why do I do that? I'm not 100% certain. I'll just keep flipping through everything. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and get back to it. We got Coach up here. As soon as Coach gets ready, we're going to go ahead and have his little interview. So, I found it. There it is. All right. Micahs and Matt Furniture. Customer service and quality furniture have been the focus of Micahs and Matt since 1953. They offer a wide selection of furniture and decor in their 18,000 square foot showroom at 3336 Fifth Avenue South in Fort Dodge. Thank you, Micahs and Matt. Joining us now is Coach Kokendorfer. Coach, welcome once again to the post-game show. Thanks for coming up.
You're welcome.
He's got stuff going on in his head right now.
Yeah.
That's perfectly fine. Nice victory tonight. Guys did a good job. This time it was completely different than the game up in Humboldt. You got them on their heels early. They had to play comeback. They didn't do a bad job of starting to come back. Kind of seemed like that 15-point lead is where you stayed for a very long time.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought we did a good job on them. Threw them off. That's what we wanted to do was start out, like you said, start out hard early, see if we could get them on their heels instead of us on ours. And did a pretty good job. Didn't give up a lot of threes. That's kind of their game, drive and kick. But we did a decent job there. I thought we rebounded the ball pretty good. We offensively, it was a little physical in there, and they're physical team, and that's fine. We got to finish through that stuff, and that's. I thought we did a better job of getting used to it or dealing with it and being more physical ourselves. But.
Oh yeah, they definitely were. We had talked about it with Tracy after his game. They were definitely letting him play while still calling fouls. It was interesting.
Well, I don't know. It was just a physical game, and Humboldt's physical, and you got to adapt your game to the way that it's being called. And we started to do a better job on the boards and stuff like that, and defensively of dealing with that. So that's what we wanted to do. We talked about that.
Yeah, we talked about getting going in the first quarter. It was actually a slow start, and I really kind of felt the catalyst was Jacob Koopman, 3 3-pointers.
Yeah, he's capable of it. And, that's what we talk about all the time is, you might not be scoring now. Maybe Hunter's getting 20, 25, but eventually they have to do something to try to stop him, and you're going to get your looks if you're just patient. And, we got guys that can knock shots down, just a matter of, the game lending itself to them a little bit.
Yeah, so my statistician had Koopman for 12 points and 10 rebounds, so double-double for him tonight. We'll see if that's what ends up being there, if that's just creative.
We've got him for 9.
For 9?
So you're right there.
Hey, all right. Well, I'll trust Rob. He does a good job. But anyway, gave him player of the game. I thought that 9 points started off the offense and really got the ball rolling. So I thought he did a great job. Another 21 points. Put up by Horn, and, of course, the quiet Bargfried just gets that 10 points. I mean, he's consistent as all get out.
He did a good job, Carson, of letting the game come to him in the second half. He wasn't getting a lot of open looks, and he was patient, put the ball on the floor and got some shots in the lane and 14, 15-footers. He's really capable of making those. So I was happy with him the way he let the game come to him just a little bit.
Yeah, he did a very nice job tonight, and all the players did. Gallus had, again, good ball control. He did a lot of point guarding tonight too. Kind of shared the job with McElroy, held on, controlled the ball against a team that was,
pretty quick.
Yeah, very quick. The Flaherty brothers are not they're not slow fellas.
No, they're not. We got Grant for 7 rebounds, and we had Jacob for 9, and Hunter for
9 also, it looks like.
No, we had him more than that, but maybe that's what Rob had him for. We got a kid doing it on the bench.
Yeah.
We had him about 13, but that's fine.
Yeah, Rob had him for 8.
Okay.
So maybe he split some with Jacob, and that's okay. I mean, in the end, the tape will tell the difference, right?
Yeah.
And that's all right.
I thought we did a good job.
Did a very good job. Moved to 16-2. Great season. We got Pocahontas Thursday night. I don't know much about them.
We don't know a whole lot either. We're gonna, you can watch film really easy now, so we'll probably watch a little bit of film on those guys, and then, if they play zone or if they press or whatever they do, we'll get used to that. Work on it a little bit, and then we got Clear Lake coming in on Friday, and they're a good team, so we got to be ready to roll. It's, I
was at Hy-Vee on Sunday and ran into Webster, and he yells across the wheat counter, "Hey, Mr. Lennon, you ready for Clear Lake on Friday?" I said, "Are you guys ready?" I said, "I'm ready to call it, you bet." But I said, I didn't want to see him looking past anybody.
No, you can't do that.
Yeah, but you still, you prep. They're going to prep for that game, and that's a big one. Yeah. And it's home court, and they're going to want it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you want your kids to be hungry.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we'll look at stuff Pokey's got. We'll get ready for both of them the next couple of days. We'll spend time on both of them. We'll have 2 days of practice. That'll be nice. But I was happy with the kids for the most part. It was kind of a hectic game and a physical game, and I thought we hung in there. And that's the big thing. We hadn't beat Humboldt for a while there, so it's nice to get another one from them there.
Clean sweep tonight. Both JV won and both varsity.
Okay. Yeah, they're a rival too. That about not very far away, and the kids see each other all summer, and the parents see each other. For years since I came here, I realized right away that it was a rivalry right off the bat.
Yeah, and I do think, like you said, your players need to get used to the refs you have.
Yeah,
because it's going to be, and it's not just going to be North Central Conference refs from here on. I mean, for the rest of the season now, you're going to have squads that are coming in.
Yeah.
And you have to play with what you get.
Yep, you really do. You have to adjust your game sometimes.
So they did a nice job tonight. So thanks for stopping up, Coach. Really appreciate it.
All right,
we'll talk to you Thursday morning before the game.
Okay, thank you.
Have a great night. Congratulations. All right, that was Coach Kokendorfer coming to talk to us after the game. This is your Daniel Tire post-game show here on Sunny 99.7. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for our broadcast tonight. One last thing, there are a couple last things. If you would like your business to be part of our local sports broadcast, please call the Connoisseur Media Studios at 515-955-5656. Be a part of Dodgers and Gale sports all year long. I want to thank all of our sponsors tonight, both the broadcast people, the online streaming media stuff, and the online video. We have a lot of options to catch the Gales game here when they are at home, and we really do appreciate everyone that makes that possible. So that's going to do it tonight. This is Gale Basketball on Sunny 99.7, yourfortdodge.com. And Declan, go to bed. Grandpa's done on the radio.
Big news! Fort & Schlegel CPA is now Trailhead CPAs and Advisors. While our name has changed, our commitment to being your trusted advisor remains the same. We're still focused on you and your business, not just handling accounting tasks, but guiding your financial journey with expert advice and real-time solutions. Visit us at facebook.com/MWAG Advisors.
From the heartbeat of local radio to cutting-edge digital campaigns, Connoisseur Media connects communities like no one else. Since 2004, we've been amplifying local voices, creating unforgettable moments, and helping brands truly shine. Whether it's radio advertising, digital marketing, or video content, we build connections that matter. Ready to engage your audience? Visit connoisseurmedia.com today or call us at 955-5656.